Great.
I think I sat out in the parking lot. You and me and David, we sat out there and BS'd for a good hour after everybody else left.
Oh, nice.
So,
I was right over by you about 2 days later. Went right to that place for the U-Haul at sunset.
Well, next time, you got my number. Next time, give me a call. Go to Nanny Mae's for lunch or something, man.
Well, I'm on a tight schedule when I do that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
That stinks.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, they say, why did it take you an extra 40 minutes to do this?
Well, it was a real difficult job. That's just.
I like it. We see places like sunset.
Yeah,
May I ask you your name?
Sal.
Sal. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you, okay.
Yeah. I brought the Amiga 500 last month. I was set up over there.
Doorbell?
That is the doorbell.
Mm-hmm. That's.
So the way I read this, it says, this is not a bill, rather it's an easy, means of payment should you decide to switch your domain name registration to domain registry. So if we have our domain name registered through someone else.
I didn't use all the line print.
That says,
They wanting us to change to
notice
the.
not a bill, this is rather an easy means of payment should you decide to switch your domain name registration to domain registry. So apparently we have it through someone else. Probably should ask Bill. I think Bill is the one who normally
Yes.
takes care of that.
He put my address on there.
Okay.
That's why.
So I don't know who we have before, or you were saying there's other places like GoDaddy or?
Yeah, GoDaddy or DreamHost. I usually use DreamHost. And I think it's like $15 for the .com for a year. I'm gonna try to double check once I get my tripod kind of squared away. It's being very unstable.
Uh-oh.
I think I gotta screw it down a little more. There we go.
I guess I should.
Let me take a look here and see. What was the place you said it was?
GoDaddy or DreamHost?
DreamHost.
DreamHost in particular. That's also, they have web hosting services. I've been on them since 2011.
Okay.
We probably should check with Bill anyway, because he gives all that other information he likes to put on our,
Yeah.
which other hosts probably doesn't provide.
Feel free
they
to
don't,
set up wherever you
do
wish.
set it up.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
ASIM CDFS.
These are freebies. From
Yeah, I have ASIM
Ken.
CDFS actually. I haven't seen it in a while.
Someone else
Yeah.
right now, so.
I don't remember the last time I used a CD-ROM actually.
Oh, boy.
For much of anything,
Mhm.
They're almost going the way of
Pay
the
the last
floppy
time?
disk.
It's true.
I thought it was like 144 for.
But that was a
year or
great
something.
system, actually. That worked well.
For the,
Yeah,
The
I'm probably
hosting the
gonna.
server.
yeah, that's for the hosting.
This is the domain
This is
name.
strictly the domain name.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, we've been paying that once a year.
Yeah, it's like 140 something, is it? Usually I thought it was at one point. I'm not sure lately.
That's right. That's probably for the whole shooting match.
David and I just got Amiga OS 3.2 loaded up on our systems.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. Boy, they made some major improvements. I mean, big time.
Which one did you put it on?
I put it on my Amiga 500 that I brought with the Classic 520 accelerator. And David bought one of those Classic 520 accelerators also, so I set his up the same way I set mine up. And he's kind of customizing it for himself now. And it's working pretty well for him.
Have they changed up or improved the find command?
you have any in the cord bag in the
Have
car?
they changed up or improved?
Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
Cord bag in the car, there's two of them on
I
top.
think on
Yes, they
3.2
did.
they
Yeah.
did.
You
Well,
gotta
maybe
come open the
3.2.
door for me
Yeah,
again.
3.2, I was
problem.
watching a video yesterday on it.
Remember, I sent you the information on how to do it on 3.1.
Well, on OS4, I love it. Because as opposed, when you go to search for something, as opposed to choosing a volume, you can choose a complete path to start from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, the reason you have trouble with it is because that find command is, or search or whatever is not in the system directory. You have to put it in there yourself. That was one of the bugs they worked out in 2.2.
Yeah, okay, well,
If it's not there, it doesn't work right.
yeah. Mhm. I'll tell you what,
Yeah, this is where I saw this, watched this video yesterday, I think it was. I think this is the one.
What's up, everybody? Amiga Bill here. Amiga OS
Amiga
3.2
Bill.
is now available, and today I'm
I'm
going
gonna talk about the find command.
type it in, so here's a WAV file. He got some WAV file like going on.
Oh, Johnny, do you no longer have a home phone something?
I thought
Me?
this one
Yeah, I got rid of it.
was pretty interesting.
Okay.
You can drag an icon into the shell, and
You wanna just give me can I have a good phone number for you?
I got rid of it.
Do you have any phone?
No.
You don't have a
No phone at all?
I had enough of it. I'm paying $60 a month, they're not keeping it working for me.
Okay, well, never mind.
You see that little table there?
Don't you have
Can
an
we use that
internet phone?
table? Is that okay?
What do you need it for?
I was gonna put it back here so we can put the monitor on
They
it.
cut
I
me
would
off
probably
so
just
many
double
times.
up with that one, to be
Double
honest.
up with that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one might be down because it's broken, or maybe they just never report. Who
You
knows?
never know.
Yeah.
Let's move this one.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get rid of it.
Yes.
Well, he still has an address, an email.
My daughter, she makes me feel like a weakling all the time.
The day you can
Something
start
happened,
lifting people is the day you
man, there
get
for-
to do
all of a
this.
sudden, my wife said, hey, I can't get on the internet.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
was
the
smart.
phone hadn't been ringing, and no one called or anything. I picked it up, no
That's
dial
not-
tone, had to call their headquarters and say, hey, what's going on?
There we go.
I'll just hang on to this moment and call Bill and straighten it out.
Can you
Yeah,
use that?
Huh?
here you go.
We
Right
can
here.
plug into that.
All right. What?
Exact name, but I can never get the exact name right.
Can we plug into the yellow one? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think we got, do we have enough cord?
Move.
Alright, so I've got Way Too Rude by Logicoma and Loonies over on my Work 32 drive. Let's use the find feature to try and find
Here you go, Ned.
window.
What?
About the find command on 3.2.
Selim, I see that you said hi on the chat. I'm trying to write you back hi, but this, my other phone isn't letting me log in, so I'll be right with you.
And then we have some options here. You can search for the exact name, but I can never get the exact name right. So we can do whose name contains, matching the pattern or contains the string. We're going to say whose name contains root. Boom. And then we'll hit start. And boom, that was
Oh,
quick.
jeez,
That was
okay.
amazingly fast.
How do I do it?
And showed me on the Work 32
Plugs into
drive.
the TV itself. Should be a headphone jack.
There we
Way
go.
Too Rude, baby. Woo. Freaking fired up.
See audio in.
Yeah, that was 3.2.
Right there.
Oh,
You said
Number
it,
12, updated data types. OS
Okay.
3.2 has been kind. This opens up the all
that was basically it.
Well, I guess I would, and then it says start from or something.
from this Christmas in June.
Okay.
Okay.
What, they have it 3.14 or whatever also?
Yeah, you had to do something yourself. You had to move a command over to the system drawer.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't there, it wouldn't work.
Hmm. Okay.
And then 3.2 fixed that even, so. You ready for Windows 11?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a, was
What?
it TPM?
Windows 11.
Huh?
EP module.
Windows 11? Oh, no.
Yeah, the trusted
Yeah.
platform
Worst
module.
part I hate.
How bad
Get
does
that
it look?
Microsoft account to install it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Does it look pretty bad?
I mean, I think it looks like Mac OS. I use Mac all the time, so I don't think it's gonna
Yeah,
be much
they
of a
just
change for
cover
me.
more on Mac OS than in the past. I got to, they all make a big deal about the start button over in the middle. Like, how long does Apple have that?
Yeah. Yeah, Apple didn't even bother with the start button. They just have all your apps on a tray in the bottom.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is a homemade joystick that I got at
Oh,
the yard
nice.
sale.
Oh, cool.
it's got leaf switches
Wow.
in it for everything, and it is actually probably one of the most sensitive and best joysticks I've ever used.
That's
I don't
fantastic.
know. I don't know who made it. I don't
Mhm.
know what, but it's
Flip it
cool.
around. Let's see what's on the back of it.
It's nothing. Just
nothing at all,
just
huh?
an empty box.
I feel like we should take it apart just so you can show us
What-
the leaves.
I think that's a Wico
Okay.
joystick unit in there.
Is it 4-way or 8-way?
It's a 4-way.
Mhm.
It's a standard 4-way. And
You see those monster joysticks?
which one?
You know, the monster ones that work with the Amiga.
No, I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
They use those Japanese switches, and you can make it 4-way or 8-way, or
Well, see, here's the one that I have. This is the Competition Pro. These are really nice too. These have the leaf switches in them also. You guys ever seen one of these before?
yeah.
These are awesome. I managed to, get a hold of them over the years, a couple of them. So.
He has an entire bucket full of joysticks at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those
Can't have too
18-gallon, tubs, from Big Lots,
Mm-hmm.
just filled with just nothing but joysticks.
He doesn't even know if half of them work.
When you get the monster joystick, you get to put it together yourself.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's some assembly required.
Yeah.
then.
It wasn't hard. I put mine together in no time at all. But
How big is this monster joystick?
probably about that wide.
Mm-hmm.
Got a nice metal shaft for the stick, big buttons. They make ones for the CD32 with the correct color buttons on it, and you can make it any color you want.
Nice.
Even if you don't like the clear plastic, you can get wood for the cap.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was thinking at some point it'd be kind of fun to make such a giant one that you could just kind of stand on it and then you could stomp the button.
Absolute mess back here.
And the Commodore 64.
Of course.
Online or?
This is one of those limited run of 500 of these cases.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did a Kickstarter for. There was a blue one, a red one, a clear one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You should have gotten the clear.
No, I didn't have that opportunity. I bought this one from one of the guys that bought it from that Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Aftermarket.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a nice case though.
You got your SD card adapter too?
Yep, that's my IEC to SD.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, it works really well. It's one of the newer ones that like sort of mounts flush up against the back of the.
Yeah, it's super slimline, which is
Yeah,
cool.
I love the new ones.
Mhm.
And to be honest, nothing really works smoother and works with everything so well
Mm-hmm.
as these IEC to SDs do. I've tried, the Easy Flash 3. I've
Yep.
tried all these different ones.
Ultimate 64
Ultimate
Plus.
64, Ultimate 64, the Ultimate 1541, the Ultimate 1541.
Yeah.
Great cartridge, complicated as hell to deal with, though. I mean, it's not easy for just Joe Blow to come along and play a game with.
I
You
see.
got to hunt through your directories and do all your stuff and everything else. I mean, I like it. It's cool, but I wanted something real simple. So the IEC to SD was real simple. It just works. I just plug in an Epix fast load cartridge and
Yep.
got my quick commands there, and it's
I'm
easy.
going to pop this phone out of the...
And, this is one of
This
those power supplies that guy, I think his name is, what's his name? He's on eBay. He makes these power supplies for the Commodore 64. I'm trying to remember what his name is. Retro something.
Mm-hmm. What does it got on this side?
A sticker.
A sticker. PSU C64B/US. I don't... Okay, there's an email address. There's Electroware at electroware.pl.
I don't know. It works really well, and it's got lots of extra amperage,
Mm-hmm.
which has always been Commodore's downfall.
Yep.
Every power supply they've ever produced has always been short on amperage for extra things.
Barely enough, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the Amiga power supplies, what was that? 5 volts only had like 1 amp, 1.5 amps or something like that. And you sit there and you plug in a hard drive and it pops the power supply.
Oh my
after about
gosh.
a month.
I went to the website because I thought Commodore Station would be your house.
Alright, so I'm trying to get this
3,000.
plugged into the gimbal.
Right.
Little boxes, which had one for C, 32, 500, and 1200.
This goes into the video port. I I used one of those level hike SD, or not SD, but S video adapters for the
Didn't find a place.
that converts to HDMI, converts S video to HDMI.
Yeah.
And I built the cable directly for the Commodore onto it.
Not bad. Let me zoom into that once this is connected. Alright. Gimbal coming online. It's going to rotate into portrait mode. And then I've got to rotate it out of portrait back to landscape.
Depending on what you got added, I was thinking
And use this joystick. So
Nope.
this joystick.
How much?
$400 for a plane.
You want it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, go turn on the power.
But they do.
There we are. Now we're back.
Monitor.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen this, but it looks like the fluorescent lights in this room are actually messing with the picture on my live stream. Because I can see this weird artifacting on my screen. Alright. Let's see your HDMI adapter.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, nice.
It's got a little fan in it. I put a little fan in it. The new level hike ones don't need a fan. He put a big, huge heat sink on the new ones. And the new ones, if they don't get a signal for 2 minutes, they shut themselves off.
Nice.
And then just waits for a signal and then wakes it back up again after.
Do I have HDMI in the wrong spot?
Should only be one HDMI. So
That's what I thought.
there we go.
Hey.
Not a lot of banding problems with this adapter.
Alright, let's play. How do we get less glare on the monitor?
Yeah.
I don't see the little twisty knobs on these things.
That's because the sticks were removed.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Are
they
up
probably
there?
took them
Okay.
off.
Yeah. Well, can't do much about that.
Might have to flip it 90.
Yeah.
Moved the sticks.
Oh.
Is that helping?
That is helping, yeah.
That is helping a bit, yeah. actually. But as you can see, it's got a nice clear picture.
Yeah.
It works really well.
That really scales that up nicely. A lot of times you'll find nasty artifacting on these HDMI TVs.
And let me see here. Let's go. Where is it?
No, that's a bright case.
We'll never lose it.
No. Never mix it up with someone else's, probably.
Oh, wait a minute.
We hadn't turned it on for a while.
I'm trying to remember how to do the. Oh, the fast load's not showing up actually. Just be in there correctly. Is my fast load dirty?
Probably.
Probably. Cartridge ports. There it goes. Remember how to do this. There we go. That was it. This is the program that comes with the IEC to SD.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll load any disk image too and load it up. Have you ever used this program
No,
before?
I haven't used a 64 since I got rid of mine in probably like 87.
Oh, really? This has got that new This has got the new FPGA SID in it. You know, and the cool thing about the FPGA SID is it can do 2 SIDs, and I have it programmed so on one setting I've got a little flip lever back there, and it can go configuration A or configuration B, whatever you set up. I have configuration B set up as a stereo SID system, so I've got one SID for left, one SID for right.
Yeah.
And then the other way I have it set up so that it's set up as a mono SID, but channel 1 comes through only the left channel, channel 2 comes through both channels, and channel 3 comes through the right channel only. So it's kind of a pseudo stereo with the standard SID. This far. It's a little loud. As you can hear, it's separating the stereo, the voices.
How
from
funny.
the speakers,
Nice.
which is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Gives that stereo effect. Get all the bass coming on this one and all the treble on
Yep.
that one.
Yeah. And then the sound effects will come through just that one,
I see.
with the third voice, yeah. And then it does a pretty cool job. One of the problems with the SID chips nowadays is they're all starting to burn out. You know, the SID chips were just so sensitive to static or anything like that. They were just terrible about that.
Yeah, it seems like folks are always looking for replacements or upgrades or what have you.
Well, and there was a bunch of companies that were making. I think was it Yamaha that was making keyboards with the SID chips in them.
Oh, nice.
And they were buying them all up as much as they could and trashing the 64s themselves.
Oh, man.
And so the SIDs are becoming scarce. So this FPGA SID was a nice product that somebody produced.
Yeah, I'm guessing eventually somebody would come up with an FPGA version. That's just a natural evolution of things.
Yeah, well, they came out with one that had just a CLPD on it, but it didn't quite do the job that well. You know, it was not a perfect emulation. This one actually, FPGA SID actually emulates paddle control also that the SID covered, which is something that those other, like the Swin SID stuff, they couldn't do. So it does a good job. It's neat, and its configuration is really easy to deal with. You can make it emulate the 6581 or the 6581 or the 8580. Either version of the SID, you can have it emulate, and it's pretty cool. You can pick which filter you want from the earlier or the later filters.
Nice.
That kind of thing. I have this one set to 6581 with the 6581 filters because that's the original bread bin Commodore 64 sound, and that's the one I liked. And
Otherwise, the wavetables are slightly different. Kind of comes across differently.
Yeah, they're just a little bit different. And this one also, it does the digital playback without distortion, which was the Swin SID couldn't do either. It was distorted it all. I don't know if you've ever played the old game Skate or Die. Skate or Die had a digital guitar sound in it for the title screen music, and when you played it on the Swin SID, it would just sounded atrocious.
Is it just getting like overblowing the levels,
it
or
just overdrove it, and it had hiss and fuzz and all kinds of crud in it. And this one does a pretty nice job. So.
Yeah, not so many sampling artifacts, not so overdriving it.
But I'm real pleased with these little level hike adapters that I've been using for the Amiga one, I use this one. This is the S-Video version for I use it for the Commodore 64, and I have one made for the Atari 800 XL, and it does a nice job. It does a real nice job.
Yeah.
And in gameplay, I can't really feel any lag, so it's pretty cool, you know. But I have
You were trashing the 64s to get the chips out. There was a place in Burleson that did that.
really.
It's called Commodore Country,
Oh boy.
and he ran ads all over the country buying 64s, And I'd go down there, and he'd sometimes have as many as 3 18-wheelers sitting there full of
Yeah.
64s.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
That's how he was sending them to Yamaha when he was loading the chip for their keyboards.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Breaking them up, huh?
Yeah, he was doing a booming business.
I'll bet.
First I went down there, I said, what are you got all those 64s and 18-wheeler for? He said, well, I'm selling them to Yamaha. I said, what do they want them for? A SID chip.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe you were the one who told me about that the Yamaha was buying them up for their keyboards.
Yeah.
But,
You said it was amazing. Go down there, it's like, get them all stacked up, ready to go for an 18-wheeler and take off loose.
You just
Make money doing that?
hike that right up to
Yeah,
a
that's-
boat and ship it off to
He
Japan.
practically went out of the Amiga business with his little store. He was doing that, so much of that. And you go into his house and look at he had computers all sitting there scanning everything, looking for anybody to say, I've got one.
Wow. Nice. The automation.
I'm just really, I'm blown away how well this thing works for the sound. That FPGA sound is cool.
And I wonder if this phone is picking up any of the rich stereo effects that you can hear off of this
I don't
one.
know if it can or not. You know, can it pick up? Yeah.
Who knows? I have to bring in a proper microphone next time.
There you go. Bring in a shotgun mic or something,
Right.
you know, with two elements in it.
Yeah, I've actually got wireless mics that came with 2 of them, so you can wire them up your stereo.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot of 64s sitting there.
This game's got probably one of the best soundtracks of any game I ever played on the.
Well, why don't you take us for a spin?
Okay. I stink at this game. Though.
Oh.
See, it takes like 3 seconds and I'm dead. You know? This game, they don't give you a fighting chance, really. They just don't.
Yeah, most of those games they really didn't.
That's a tough one.
Wow. Well, this game sucks. I just don't want to play it anymore. I just. Congratulations, enter your name.
Oh,
I
man.
that bad and it wants my name in there.
You already made a high score.
There you go.
Ah.
Ah!
Well, like a Signosis game.
Pardon?
Looks like a Signosis game.
It kind of does, doesn't it? But it's actually not. But it does kind of look like one.
Yeah.
I have on the Easy Flash, I have Shadow of the Beast on there. Because that was on a 256K cartridge.
Right.
And
For the 64?
for the 64, it's a really good. Have you ever seen that?
Not on 64.
It's pretty slick, actually.
No.
I'll show it to
Didn't
you.
know they made one for the 64.
Yeah, they did, actually.
You see that game that guy found at Goodwill?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Atari game? They said it was up, at the time it was only known to be 12 existence in the whole world. And he found one from bought it for $1 at Goodwill and then put it on eBay and sold it for $10,000. So.
Yep.
That's almost as bad as that. What was that exercise game for the Nintendo that the guy sold for $35,000?
Yeah. Stadium events.
It was one of the most stadium events. It was one of the most god awful games you've ever seen for the Nintendo. It was a horrible game. That's why they didn't make a lot of them because it sucked. Nobody bought them.
But this thing had no label on it, and the case was blue, and it had a T handle on top.
Really?
The developers to work on.
Oh wow!
And it slid down in there. You had that big T handle going in and out.
It's funny. I almost think that's an Odyssey 2 at that rate.
It was some kind of airplane game.
All right.
This is a game I sold more Amigas than
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow of the Beast on the Amiga was wow.
Yeah.
when it came out. I
I
remember
didn't
that.
like the game.
There wasn't anything that Psygnosis didn't produce that that people didn't look at and go, wow.
Right.
You know?
It was a very difficult game.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible to beat it, but boy, it takes time.
There's a cheat.
I thought it was hard to
cheat
get
out there
started.
showing the way I
Kept
got
going
through
back
it.
and forth.
Yeah.
Look how many layers of parallax there is going on here. It must be 4 layers of parallax.
This is really good work for the Commodore 64.
Yeah,
I was
64.
I'm kind of impressed, actually. I think the game that impressed me the most on the Amiga was Awesome. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
I've seen it. But, yeah.
It was awesome. The game was. It lived up to its name. It was a fun game.
Yeah, definitely the game that sold me on the Amiga.
Oh yeah. Well,
I remember several people that see this and just see it and go, I gotta go get an Amiga.
Yeah.
you know what sold me on the Amiga actually was a game called Fiendish Freddy's Big Topo Fun. It's one of the most sadistic games I've ever played in my entire life. The object of the game was to do all the events in the Circus Big Top as well as possible, and the better you did, the more money you made to pay off the bank loan that was against the Big Top.
Oh boy.
Well, the bank hired Fiendish Freddy, this clown, this little short clown, to sabotage the Big Top. So every time you're doing some kind of, like the high diver, when you're going down and you're spinning around, when you're just about ready to go into your dive, Freddy will come along with a helicopter pack with a fan and blow you off your target.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and if you get off target and you get too close, he just goes flat into the pavement, or he makes a hole shaped like him. You know, it's like a cartoon. It's like like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
That sounds pretty funny.
Yeah. And I also liked Cinemaware games.
Oh yeah.
Those were always like It Came from the Desert and the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Love the Three Stooges.
There was what was the medieval one? The
Defender of the Crown.
Defender of the Crown.
Defender of the Crown was classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool one. Hey, there he is.
What's it here?
Sure. Go ahead.
Are you sitting here?
I mean, this is almost on par with the Amiga. I mean,
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
You know.
Is the Amiga any higher resolution or?
Oh, it's much higher resolution.
Yeah.
The Amiga's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but it's still, this is very fluid. And,
Very fluid.
And very well done. The parallax scrolling is what impressed me because that's hard to do on an 8-bit machine.
No kidding.
And
Yeah, I'm looking at this going, I didn't think they'd do more than 2. Must have been some amazing assembly tricks.
Never seen Shadow of the Beast on the Amiga? That's a classic.
well, I've got it. And it's I actually have the box
Nice.
and everything for it. I have a complete.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm missing is the T-shirt. I don't have the T-shirt.
I think I might have a T-shirt.
I'll have to check and see if I've got that on a card somewhere.
Yeah, everything's attacking me.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
This game is so difficult.
And just comes out of nowhere then too.
There's a cheat for it where you can.
You are deep into this menacing land. The effort you are expending is considerable. Yet you know it will not be in vain. Okay. Goody.
You can't read, can you?
We had to stop the gameplay just to let you know that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Aw, nice.
Well, I've got a power strip. Wow.
Need help finding a power strip?
You know, I've got a
Okay.
power strip. I just didn't think about the extension cord.
Ah. Well, actually, okay.
Ken, you bring in the next haul?
Yeah, whenever,
All free.
that's it. It goes to the trash.
Is that a 4000?
Good stuff. Yes.
Right on. Is it
this.
recapped?
You.
No, it has not.
Oh, jeez.
So that's one of the things that I've been talking to someone about, but
Yeah. I know we've been back and forth about
We
Find
know
out
all
who's gonna
about
do it.
the recapping of the 1200s and the 4000s and the 600s. A friend of mine up in Vancouver, Washington does stuff.
Yeah, it still works right now, so.
That's good. It's still working. Maybe it got pretty steady usage. If they got that, then it'll actually it won't die as quickly.
Well, it looks like you need a CD-ROM drive
Well,
for
that was
yours.
whatever I came from. This is a SCSI or IDE?
Guess it must be a SCSI, but it looks
I
actually.
think it looks like an IDE.
Like IDE,
Because I think
yeah,
I was
it's
get
40.
one from Ned. Did you bring your SCSI ones? By chance?
Yes,
Awesome. I've got the CF card hooked up to the IDE, and I was going to use the SCSI for the accelerator.
Hmm. Ooh.
Down the hall, no dust.
okay.
Don't work.
Not bad.
I hope so.
We'll find out,
I
right?
used it on Amiga for years.
Really?
It was still working when I gave it to him.
All right. What's the bite off you? Mind if I give it a shot? I don't even know if I have the drivers.
Hmm.
Where do you get the drivers for it? I guess it is.
Yeah, there's a good one.
Yeah.
There's a disc in there.
I don't think there's a disc in here. It's just the instructions.
Master ISO, yep. Use that a lot. Still driving though.
In which case, I am interested in the book, though. We got a vintage power cable. We got the IDE drive if you want. A couple of SCSI cables.
I thought we were just plug this in the end of it. But
Yeah.
You got too much.
Really on that. Got plenty of IDE drives as well. I don't know if there's anything special about this one, though. Oh, it's a DVD, actually.
Yeah, DVD.
Nice.
No, Gyrus. This is Gyrus.
Gyrus, yeah, okay.
There's Galaga, Galaxian.
Gyrus, yep.
You're doing this well on Galaga.
I threw enough quarters on that last
Yeah,
night.
Galaga, I'd be getting my butt kicked by now. I suck at Galaga. Marcy's the Galaga player in the family.
can you still program?
Gyrus, yep.
Fortran? I like that. I've been partial to C++, as you know, but
I call it Galaga in the round.
this is that 4000 that I got from, do you remember that guy? I don't know if he's real big guy, older. He came back, last time I saw him was back at the airport. He used to, I think he used to run an Amiga shop in DFW.
Oh, I can't think of his name, but yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah, he used to run with like software terminal or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, software terminal, yeah.
You know where what's for, that guy, he used to bring that kind of stuff with me.
Yes, yeah. It was,
You have a beard?
Huh?
You have a beard?
I think so.
Think
I don't
so.
remember. I just remember this real big guy. He had, when I went to his house, he had like, he was getting ready to sell, like, he had just like boxes and boxes of little pocket knives.
Oh,
And-
remember? Yeah, remember? He came to,
And then I
he
think
gave
he
us
tried,
that one.
I think he tried to, he was trying
Maybe
to,
I don't think I was there.
A little blue pocket knife, yeah.
I don't think I was there at that meeting for that one.
but actually, as soon as I pulled up, it quit working. He was trying something, it just quit working. He was like, and so then he knocked off quite a bit on the price.
Quit working
And
when you
then,
hold up.
it knows, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But he was like, he's pissed, so I'm like, whatever.
What
But
did you
anyway,
do?
what did I do is I went and, yeah, exactly, yeah, really. I was like, no. I swapped the motherboard out for the one that I got with the video toaster set up for the guy at the airport. Remember he came in, he's selling the 3000 to 4000? And so I didn't want the video toaster set stuff, so I swapped it out. Make sure this is off. So anyway, just kind of built a Frankenstein. Oops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Much better.
It's not the 30, yeah, it's not the other one. Well, I think, yeah, I'm just using one. Is it terminated though? I think I need it to terminate, right?
Termination on the unit is about hit and miss.
Because, yeah, terminating with this because,
Oh, is it on the bus with anything else?
no.
Okay, then yes, you do that to terminate.
I'm thinking,
Unless the motherboard already has a terminator on it.
so I got the, because the cable in the,
This is terminated.
It's a nice clean 4,000.
See the red things there?
hmm?
See those red things? That's your
Yeah,
terminator.
there's a terminator, so if it's already terminated, then you don't need to terminate the drive.
I don't need to terminate the drive. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's on the motherboard already, then you're good.
You terminated somewhere, so that's.
Okay. They call me the terminator.
All right, trying to put this camera back on the gimbal once again.
Yeah, no. I was
Ah.
trying to wonder.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, no kidding. Need 3 hands for this. All right. Step 1. Step 2 is that it's going to go portrait mode real fast. Yep. Okay, now we're balanced.
One, so that means this should probably go like this.
Oh boy.
Key?
Yeah, there should be
Okay,
a
yeah.
key.
Oh, it does have a key on it. Some of these didn't. Some of the ones I've had, so I got it right. So some of these didn't have a. Don't have a key.
Also, this has got the nice printing on it. You see pin 1. Well, that doesn't even
It's
show
a
it.
red
Yeah,
stripe.
pin 1
Yeah,
is
there's a
right
one
there
right there.
too.
Yeah.
Red stripe.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if I should have. We'll do this with it.
That is just a nice clean 4,000.
Did you retrowrite it? No. Oh, this thing I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't do the.
The keyboard you didn't do?
Yeah, I didn't
Well, that keyboard just looks, it almost looks brand new.
Yeah. Thanks. I
A
don't
little
know.
yellowing, but not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I mean, it's just,
And you know what? I was talking to somebody compared to like the 1200. They said no, the keyboards are the same. This is a different key. I guarantee this feels different than a 1200. The 1200 is more spongy.
yes.
So
Different key switches,
I'm like,
huh?
no, this is different.
I remember at the Amiga 4000 keyboard, don't they have the springs underneath the keycaps?
I know 4,000, but I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pop one
the
open
1200
yet.
didn't have that. They just have the rubber.
Oh geez.
Rubber
domes.
fingers, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was keyed also.
Nothing like the nice little plus sign switches that are clicky, huh?
Well, see, I lucked out with my I have that Amiga 500 Plus that I brought in the last time. I actually found a really old Amiga 500, version 4, and a revision 4, and it had a mechanical keyboard.
Dang.
So I ripped that out of here and stuck it in my Amiga.
Oh, that's loaded.
Because that's 10 times the keyboard that the
Absolutely.
memory
I don't know
are.
if the B drivers
And
on
it
the,
just responds so well.
Yeah, the memory ones are just absolute no.
I'm sorry.
3.1, I was saying when you said that.
You don't have to worry about the
Yeah,
membrane,
yeah.
you know, getting all oxidized and everything else.
Sure, you get stuff stuck under there too.
Onto a USB on a floppy for my PC, and then use cross DOS to transfer it to the Amiga. That's kind of one of the reasons why.
Let's
So
get a
they're still
look at
making
all
people
this.
wear masks in the back areas here?
No, it's just for the tours that they're making you wear the masks, but otherwise members and stuff don't need it.
Oh, they don't have to anymore?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think last time I was here, they all had to still.
Yeah,
Yeah, early June I think.
Yeah, because you were taking me on a tour at somebody.
actually.
That's
May.
right.
So some guy came up and said, if I have to and I'm a member here, then you have to. And I
Yeah.
said, okay.
Yeah, no more of that.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Mhm.
good. Well, you know, it's good that they're able to
Be flexible.
Be flexible on that. Well, no, well, they expl- you know, I think you or somebody explained to me about the fact that this is a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
And they had to follow federal guidelines
Mhm.
in order to deal with that. And so I understand. I know.
Yeah, and plus there's also parts back there where you'd want to wear a mask anyway due to like MDF milling and all that jazz.
That's gonna be a
Is there
short
any
trip.
way somebody here could take a beat into the back so I can get
I brought it.
Yeah, totally.
One that I got from.
Yeah, let me
What?
Would you like a
over
soda,
there,
sweetheart?
but I don't
If
have
there's
a.
root beer or Fanta,
But
Okay. I will get you one or the other. Orange Fanta?
any Fanta,
Any Fanta. Okay.
except grape.
No problem.
Johnny, are you feeling equipped enough to hold the gimbal? Let me kind of flush it back into place. It's got a little joystick on the front of it, so you can.
Hey, you know, I love that
Maneuver
thing. That
around
thing
if
is
you
really
want.
so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the Osmo 3 gimbal. It's even got software along with it too, where you can control zoom and things using a little telephoto switch and stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
Yeah. All
What,
right.
kind, what kind of monitor is that?
1960.
Is that,
right?
is that the 19?
it's a multi-sync.
Okay.
Sync? Is it
1960, yeah.
1960? Okay.
Mhm.
I think I actually had one of those at one point.
Yeah.
Just looking for a disc. Mhm. So the Amiga was looking for a disc. Now we don't have. No, we do have a CD we can use.
I don't have a mouse though.
We got,
You can use the keyboard for a mouse.
Yeah, do you know how? Do you know the keys for it?
Come back to me once I start fooling with it.
disc here.
Yeah, I brought.
But all we
a
need is to put the
CD.
disc in and see if it pops up.
I guess that's an interesting point. Go in. I did some. Yeah, see what happens.
It's reading it. Okay, it's locked on.
You have to mount it
I don't know if he hasn't got the software in, it won't.
or put the maybe look in the storage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
probably-
We might
How do you
have,
move it around with the? Oh, that's what it is. Oh.
there you go. See, you know.
Oh yeah, it's left Amiga for the left mouse button and right Amiga for the. That's right. I remember this. Let's see.
It moves slowly. Then all of a sudden it'll take
Yeah.
off once it gets
Right.
hold it down long enough.
Where's it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at storage and see if there's a driver
storage.
stuck in there. And then all you got to do is double click on it. You know, you got the mount, put it in the other drawer. Data type, DOS drivers.
Yeah,
There you go.
DOS drivers.
CD0?
There it is. Double click on it.
Did it do anything?
Well,
Let me close this other. Or
Whoa.
what's that?
Does CD0 internally in the script in there, does it reference Unit 4?
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
Oh.
Click on the info.
yeah. You
need to open
right
up-
click on it and get info, and you'll see the number.
Oh, you're right. Well,
Or open up an editor and edit
Because-
CD0.
because this CD0, yeah, CD0 is probably thinking it's connected to the IDE and not connected to the SCSI.
Well,
the
we
SCSI's on
can
the.
just open it up and see. It'll tell us in there.
Where at?
The info. You know, the info for the icons. You just select it already. Up at the top of the
Up
menu
there.
bar.
Oh, go up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then right click. Yeah, there you go. And then
And icons. Mm-hmm. And down to information.
information.
And then select that. There we go. And see it's mounted. Activate 1. Yep. It's look at unit 1.
So what now?
Let's see, it's activating number 1.
So what does that mean?
It's looking for unit 1, which yours, he said was shot, what, 4?
Whoa, is that what activate means?
Oh wait, let's see now. Also, it doesn't have the future. Oh, that's because the clock's off. Let's see.
Activate to me would mean simply activated automatically, is not.
Oh yeah, there's no driver. I mean, there's no. Let's see, default tool mount. There's something missing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a warp engine driver I have to have for the.
Yes, there was a warp, but
there is a I installed the 68040 driver, so it's reading that.
yeah, that one there, that ASM CDFS could work with just about anything. But if we don't have a disk,
Yeah, it's just a manual.
Well, you should have in your, where is it? I was working on my system over here, although it doesn't.
I like one of these disks. Does it install? When it installs, does it copy everything from these disks onto the drive, or is it like selective? Like, could there still be a driver on these install disks?
Well, that's what
if it would have, it would have been storage.
That's
Yeah.
where it goes.
Oh,
It puts it in
that's-
storage.
That answers that. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be there in store. If there is, it should be in storage.
You need in the L directory
Yeah, there should be an L directory. There should be a thing for like you. If they had that ASM thing, we'd have ASM CDFS dot.
All right, here, let me close this out.
Device.
I think the Amiga one is simply called CD file system.
Uh-oh. Your phone's ringing.
Oh, jeez, I wonder who's calling. Thank you.
The L directory. Do I need to go to the CLI for that?
Please.
Must have
I
been
don't
a
have to have the mouse one.
spam call. It's not showing anything on here.
System.
System. I can't remember if it was under utilities or system.
There it is. Go.
Holy smokes.
Just go to L colon.
Okay. Oh, just L colon?
Yeah, that'll do it. It knows where L is.
VIR. There's a CD file system
CD
there.
file system,
That's
okay.
right, it's installed.
This is where I need to start
And so,
But that
hooking
would
directly
be-
into your video.
Yeah, I don't know.
and so what you need is for the text that CD0 is to reference L colon CD file system, and also to have it reference unit number 1.
Was it 4? Did you say 4?
4, yeah.
Or I could I just pull the drive out and set it to number 1?
You
The
can do
jumper?
that, yes, that'll work.
Unless you got a hard drive number 1.
No. The hard drive is connected to the IDE motherboard,
Oh, okay,
and so it's by itself.
okay. So, yes, you could change it to unit 1.
All right. Do I need
That
to
ought to work.
power it down, right?
The only thing is he's got this hooked to a warp
I'm
and
supposed to do that.
Maybe.
I think
Well,
the
no,
one
I
thing
mean, you
you
can do
have
that,
to
that's
do-
fine, but I still don't even
driver.
know.
If this will
Looking
work.
up to unit 1 will
Make
We'll
it work.
see.
make it work, but
Well, we'll
we'll
see.
see. I kind of think you have to, I don't know, mount it, or
Goodwin or anything?
you've got a reference
He just asked if the meeting was today, and we said yes. So.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always fashionably late.
Always.
What did you say, Mark?
Usually you have to say device.
Also, listen to that other guy. He told me he contacted me and said,
You have to
"Is
point
there
it to
meetings?"
the
And I said,
CDF
"Yeah." I
or
said,
the
well, I'll be there.
CD
Maybe
driver.
David?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
just
we'll see.
All
I
right.
just sent him a message,
Find
but
out.
he didn't respond. He's on his way here.
Maybe I think he just ran a little late last time. So, well, at least I made. Did you see my message?
Yeah, I
texted
saw your
on there,
message
said,
on
I'll
the-
be there.
On the stream.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if they know who that is. That's why I said, this is Chris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
recognize. So you got your SCSI ID set?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good, man. Where are you?
Nice.
Back to
Oh, that's
the old-
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll
The
see
mouse
when
that I
you get
brought
there.
is.
How far away are you?
It came in. It was new in the box, and I realized it wasn't a Amiga mouse. It has an Amiga check mark on it.
No.
Must have been one for the
PC or something.
Micro A1.
Mm.
Uh,
All right, bro. Bye.
where was
Whoa, excuse me? The mouse for the,
David will be
I think.
a bit later.
all the Amiga mouses
Of
are
course.
the same.
He had to go to some monastery, he said today.
Ken Lee?
And, he just got back to his
Ken Lee?
house, and so he's grabbing the stuff that he's grabbing.
I guess he
his
did.
way.
Oh wow.
What's that?
I said, it can't wait.
I get, yeah, I didn't
I think I
even-
saw
Oh,
it.
that's USB, that's for the,
That
okay, the
in
Amiga
his-
ones.
in his
Excuse
PS2,
me,
yeah,
yes,
Micro A1.
USB, okay. Or-
Yeah, I think I saw him at his
Yeah,
backpack,
USB.
but I guess he just left.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of, we were in the middle of it, so I was going to say something.
Well, what?
The guy with the
No.
laptop that was over here?
I wouldn't want. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, he packed up and just left.
Interesting.
Well, he's emulation. He got rid of all his Amiga stuff. He's just emulation now. Where did I go to?
Storage,
Storage. That's right. Thank you.
DOS drivers.
Come on.
Oh geez. You have to do the old keystrokes.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. Do
We're gonna mount it again, right?
Yeah, go ahead, try it. I still think we have to do more, but we'll see.
I had the 64, I had the 128. I still have to do that and switch it to the C4
You know, I had a 120. I actually have a 128.
Okay.
It's already mounted.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never used the
All right, then
abilities
go,
of the 128 mode, so
Hit OK.
it kind of felt like it was kind of pointless for me to have it. So
Click on Workbench.
I prefer the
This one. This guy.
No, click up here.
the standard
Okay.
Commodore 64. This is just a
This guy here?
No, down, just click on the window. Right click,
This one of the 120 also was.
go icons,
Oh, back to the information.
you know, go,
When you find out, oh, yeah, they swapped two screens.
okay, I guess go to window then, go next door to window.
Yeah, the Commodore 64 is by far, in my opinion, the best solution for old.
I guess it's, all right, I thought it would show up, but apparently not.
What are we trying to do?
Well, I thought maybe there wasn't an icon for the disk,
Final
so,
Try this if you will. Can you open up a CLI?
yeah, go to shell again.
Open up a
see if it's-
CLI and type in info.
Right,
Okay.
That would work about one
And
side.
that should show all of the devices
Yeah,
that
it
are
worked
mounted.
they work every time on the
Yes.
64.
Yeah,
No
do it.
problem.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I didn't have a 64, but a friend of mine did, so it didn't work. I was like,
Okay.
hey, I should work with it so much.
I don't see
Rip
it.
your game
Mhm.
real
Not
easy.
seeing
That's
So,
well, these
Time for a driver, huh?
loaded completely in the memory.
Time to stop by my house and try some discs on the way back home, huh?
Give a mouse while you're at it. Well, I've been.
I know once I was curious, like, you know, had like.
It's true, I got 3 of them.
where was CD0?
Go ahead.
What doesn't get down there?
Let's see here.
2.5 days later, it finally finished.
Where was it? Right in,
There was it small.
right in L?
it was in, no, it was in storage,
Okay.
and that's DOS drivers. Actually, it was in storage.
I think it was another-
Slash
I
DOS
think that's the one
drivers.
that had a little round button that said, right here, you can push down.
Oh.
It's in storage, and then in storage, it's in
that was,
DOS drivers.
Ultimately, it doesn't want to be in storage, does it?
No, it doesn't,
And there
no, you
was,
want to put it in DOS drivers.
Right.
You want to move it over
I
there.
can't remember that third one now, but that other one you're talking about. It was the same, they were basically all the same base code.
What do you mean on
No,
storage? Oh.
I don't think it's, not in devs, it's just in,
Probably what really attracted me to it was
Workbench.
how much I spent up wanting to get.
Or, yeah, oh, DOS
Devs,
One
DOS
day,
drivers.
had the rainbow colors on it, you sat there and watched that for 15 minutes before the game started.
yeah.
Where's storage?
Then you, after I snapshotted it, you would like, turn it on, it's right there at the main screen.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Can you just leave the devs off and go dir DOS drivers and look inside that directory?
What version
I
of
don't
Amiga DOS
think
do you
so,
use?
no.
It's this one's 3.14.
3.1.4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one that Hyperion did.
No, it actually came out with 3.2.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it was the last rendition. I have
What
3.2.
is storage?
Yeah, I've got it ordered, but it's hard to get it for a long
Well,
time.
it's not a,
Yeah.
not one of that, you have to go into the main drive,
You have to go into.
DF0, whatever we got, or DH0, do a
Yeah,
directory.
you're in the devs
storage.
directory,
No, storage is a directory.
Well, that's what I'm
Right.
telling you how to get to it.
but you're in the devs directory.
You're in the devs directory, see?
You're in devs, so just go.
No, there's devs.
Okay, and see, there's all your
Right,
directories in there.
that's devs.
We want the main directory,
Where do you get
You
3.2?
want
the main
You see
directory of what?
CPU
Go up.
library
DH0.
Oh,
running.
I ordered it at the same time as I ordered one of those things that you've got for your
Or whatever he
500.
calls
The
it.
classic 520.
Yes.
Isn't that?
how do you?
Well, when they finally shipped it
They
out,
press the
like,
Amiga
they're all,
key.
they said they're all backed up. They're so busy.
Yeah, well, yeah,
And I had to wait for it
Did you
also.
call? Did you got it from Amiga?
Now the arrow
No,
keys.
I got it from AmigaStore.eu.
Oh, they're gonna take.
All right, now the right
Yeah, always takes
Amiga
me 2
key.
weeks.
Yeah, well, the last time I ordered one for a friend,
Right Amiga key.
I ordered it from them because it was a little cheaper than Amiga was,
Oh no.
and
No, it
it
should
took
be,
them
let's
3
see.
I go.
months.
I haven't had that experience, but
Okay.
that would be frustrating. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had the Amiga kit.
Yeah.
I use the rest of your guys. I'll be right back.
Enter.
Okay.
And there's-
So you're saying CPU libraries, is that like extensions for programming or
Yeah,
something?
no, it's CPU libraries
Oh,
for
there's
There it is.
storage, okay.
for kind of fine tuning the OS to use the abilities of whatever CPU.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, I
volume.
got you.
It's
Nice.
kind of
What do you do here?
Two.
um,
So if I have a Vampire 500, it's going to make the thing actually take advantage of all
There
that
you go.
stuff.
yeah, and
Mouse drivers.
no, the Vampire is the only one that they don't support,
Oh man, okay.
and I don't blame
Okay.
them. I don't like the Vampire.
Hmm.
I was on the beta test team.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
interesting.
Not a fan.
I almost feel like it's a separate computer rather than it just happens to run Amiga OS, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, well, it does not run legacy stuff
Hmm.
well at all.
Gotcha.
Not at all. And I was thoroughly unimpressed with the 65% compatibility on legacy games.
Yeah, that's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of folks.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because most people want the games, they don't need the productivity stuff.
Yeah, nobody needs
Candy.
productivity
Oh,
on
Okay,
Amiga these
okay.
days.
Yeah.
I don't think with
You
the,
got to hit space as it was going to scroll to start.
How about, can we try ed or edit?
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
yeah.
Now you're in the editor.
And how do you call it? I'm not used to using this. How do I?
Let me show you.
Get a lineup. Unfortunately, I haven't used any single line editors yet.
Escape. Yes.
There we go.
Mouse.
Okay, how about ed?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what we probably should use. Just back up now. No space, edit.
There we go, okay. Now then. How do you?
Yeah, you want to scroll still, and I don't. You probably have it in the new 3.2, but I don't think there's a, even back then.
Okay, let's do this. Hang on, let's try this.
Top of file. Yep.
Okay, now.
Unit 2. We set it for 1.
Mm-hmm.
We may have to go in there and add that to this.
Yeah, but how are we gonna add it? Oh, well, no. Damn, we need a mouse.
Yeah, the mouse would be
Amazing, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
very, very helpful.
Yeah.
And to that, didn't you show me an adapter, a USB adapter?
Yeah, that goes the other way.
Oh, it goes the other way?
Oh, jeez.
And this is a USB mouse.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. That adapter goes from 910 to USB.
And besides, I forgot to bring the cable that came with that thing, the micro USB thing.
Might have a micro USB cable in my car. I did it one time, but
Oh man.
I might have,
Yeah, I might have a micro USB as well. We all have about 50,000 of them at home, I'm sure.
oh yeah.
You know, there's probably one in here, one of the rooms anyway. Do you want a micro USB cable?
I don't know. Micro USB cable? You said that adapter only works the other way?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
So it
Wouldn't help. Okay.
What are you trying to do?
I just wanted a joystick.
Oh yeah,
I know.
that'd be clever.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, they do that. Very good.
See, we got cooking. Oh, nice.
This is the stereo player. This is using a 2-SID system.
Oh wow. For 2 computers, I think that's funny.
Yeah.
But how did you keep them synchronized?
I don't know how they do it. On this one.
You just have to get lucky and hit spacebar at the same time or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this program was made to handle 2 SIDs in the same units that are one's piggybacked on the other one usually.
I see. Oh, interesting.
And then they run a line from one of the pins that's not connected.
Yep.
And run it to a cartridge port, and it uses a different memory address.
Yeah, because I was wondering how you get a piggyback chip to use different memory addresses or anything.
Yeah, it usually has to do with tapping into the cartridge port.
I see. And then it doesn't override anything else going through this. I guess there must have been an unused pin then or something. Like an address line that wasn't always being populated. I guess you'd have to bend one of the pins then, yeah?
Yeah, actually, the FPGA SID has a wire that just runs to one of the pins, and it has a little hook thing that grabs one of the back connectors to the cartridge port pins.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm guessing that if you had the piggyback chips, you might have to bend one of their pins.
You had to bend one of the pins out and solder a wire to it.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, the one from the cartridge port. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
what a botch, though.
Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh. Am I going to get a copyright strike for this?
I hope not.
You're playing Axel Foley?
No, this is the Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah, oh, third, yeah.
I think this is the Imperial March, actually, is what this one is.
Their automatic algorithms.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to protect all their variations of everything.
Protect. Except their movies. They protect those. It's garbage anymore.
It's funny, yeah.
You know, the first one Disney tried to do, the Force Awakens, wasn't bad, but it was directed by a good director, J.J. Abrams.
It was just, to me, it was just a rip off of everything they'd done before, except more stuff. It's like, oh, this time we have 3 destroyers. This time we have.
It was. But the other ones.
Rogue One was the only one that I thought was.
Yeah, Rogue One was good, and so was. I thought Solo was pretty good.
I was already out of it by then. After the purple-haired lady that turns around,
Lost ya.
I'm not sure what this is.
White noise. Oh, that's wild. It's like shooting your computer screen. A super extended.
So it's kind of like an '80s new wave version of the song. Sounds like what would happen if Devo had gotten a hold of doing the soundtrack to Star Wars.
Yep. That's funny. It even took over the whole program too. on the screen.
Yeah, they do have little animations that they can do with this program. It's
Ah.
cool. It's not bad. You know, if there's anything else, the SID chip was a pretty cool chip.
Right. I did. Yup, this is my pile, I guess, so to speak.
See, yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry you missed out the first time, buddy.
That's all right. It hasn't been a problem.
This is one of the things that I got from him too. It's USB. It's Amiga USB.
How fancy.
Yeah, I hadn't. It only supports like 2.0,
Sure.
but I mean it's USB.
Yeah, you can't. Well, I mean, then you need drivers for whatever devices from that point.
Right now, I can't. That's why I need the CD-ROM to work so I can burn stuff on the CD and then be able to read on this. 'Cause the CD file system will be readable on any.
You know what's hilarious is actually like we've got an SGI system that only reads the first track or the first like set of data you burn. If you do subsequent like writes to it, it won't read any of that stuff. It's such an old drive.
Well, I've seen that before. There also used to be like
I don't think there is anything below it.
different formats you could write it in, where it's like write once, burn once, or something like that. It was like, and then there was like write once, burn many, or something. I don't remember what they were, but I remember back in the day I had a CD burner that I had to deal with some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's been
Those days are long gone.
over a decade since we've done any of that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
One of the games from Collector Vision, 2018.
Collector Vision?
Huh?
Collector Vision?
Yeah, it's a Collector Vision game for the Commodore 64. It's Sydney Hunter and the Sacred Tribe.
Hmm.
It's really a good game.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Collector Vision does great stuff, though. Have you ever seen a lot of their games?
No, I haven't.
Well, you know, they're the ones who created that new ColecoVision system called the Phoenix.
Right.
And they've been making a whole bunch of games for the ColecoVision, among other systems, you know, over the last few years. They've been doing just really good stuff.
That is pretty cool when they make the
Sydney
homebrews
Hunter is
for...
one of their trademark creations. And I've got Sydney Hunter. I've got the Sydney Hunter games for the ColecoVision.
Nice.
And they're really cool.
Yeah, the ColecoVision stuff is fun for sure.
I'll have to bring the Phoenix maybe next time.
Uh-huh.
That's what you probably don't have is the warp.
It's really clean too. It's a lot more simplistic than some of this like 80s metal sounding stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I got.
Yeah, they work, and it says it's developed by Exidy. Exidy, you know, you remember them from the 80s.
Yeah.
And they were responsible for Venture, you know, and I mean, there was a ton
Everywhere.
of games that they did. They did a ton of good games in the arcades. And but yeah, they work directly with Collector Vision.
Nice.
A lot of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of times joint effort. Understand the system, understand the gameplay, put it together, make something cool.
Well, and nobody's got more. There's very few people that have as much experience as Exidy does.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, did you hear about David Crane and Gary Kitchen? They put together a new company. They're producing new Atari 2600 games.
I think I did actually.
Yeah. It's supposed to be really cool stuff.
I bet.
I saw a video of their newest game. I can't remember what it's called. But, oh man, it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm glad that this, I don't know, inspiration to go dig into the hardware internals has led a lot of homebrew people to build stuff, and now it's building up a market for
And David Crane and Gary Kitchen. I mean, they're
the old guys that come back and do it again.
They're Activision gods.
Yeah.
Is what they are. You know, they were at Activision back in the early '80s when they first did that stuff. I mean, of course, David Crane created Pitfall. You know, I mean, and then Gary Kitchen did the Keystone Capers.
Yeah.
And, you know, the original Atari Video Pinball and things like that. I mean, just those guys are just amazing. You know, and, I think it's pretty cool what they've done, what they're doing now. Because I think that's awesome. You know, let's make a new company and let's just produce games for these old systems.
Right.
I think that's awesome. So,
Yeah, when there's enough of a market for that, it's been proven all these years, all the Atari age folks building their homebrews and such, and now old guys can get back into the thing that they used to do.
I'm hoping David and Gary continue to do that because I think that's just it's just so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be wonderful.
Like I said, nobody knows how to do it better than them.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine trying to rekindle those skill sets though after you've been out of it for such a long time. I don't know how much they did like in the off years.
Well, they did Nintendo games, they did Super Nintendo games, they did all kinds of stuff.
Oh, gotcha. So they're still like deep into the bits of new hardware systems.
David Crane, I don't know if you remember, there was a game for the original Nintendo called A Boy and His Blob. And,
Vaguely rings a bell.
Great game, actually. Really good, fun game. And David Crane and Gary Kitchen, I believe they both. I know David Crane for sure, but I think Gary Kitchen also worked on it with him. They wrote that game. And
I've already got it.
Absolute Software, I think, was their company. Pretty cool game. I don't think I've ever had, it was a game that actually made you just, you couldn't put the controller down. You had to get to the next spot. And, that's what makes a great game, is just the addiction.
Right.
The game is that fun.
Yeah, when you're compelled to complete.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a formula for success.
I want to be greedy and take
So what's he trying to? Is he trying to get his CD-ROM?
Yeah, they're trying to get CDs.
I know how to do that.
Nice. Well, I think the biggest thing they're struggling with is no mouse, and so they're having to use all the keyboard, mouse emulation things.
It's maybe a lot of good parts, and it also has that cat weasel thing in it for the.
Let me put it this way. I'd like to maybe tinker with it, but I'm not interested in purchasing another system. So if there's someone, but I don't. That's really not fair if someone else would rather over me or something. I don't know, because I'm
You're the only one that wants it. As I say, I don't.
okay. I'll take it and tinker with it. And maybe see if I can get it to work.
I just thought, you need to get the software he's got.
No kidding.
For his CD-ROM drive.
Oh, ASIM CDFS?
No, not even that. He got something that just goes and you go and say, well, I want this drive, and there's a CD-ROM drive and whatever, and it just.
Yep.
And what is it?
It reached the list.
I got the disc still in my Amiga, but it's I thought it was the same thing I had the manual for. It's something real similar.
ASIM CDFS?
Yeah.
Well, there's ASIM CDFS, and then there's another one, too.
But it basically just auto-configures everything?
Yeah,
I was like one model off a CD-ROM drive.
ASIM CDFS is actually very smooth, too. I mean, it really is. It's a good piece.
Because I upgraded my 2500, and actually it was the one where someone, someone took my, at the Let's Play thing, took my CF drive, and so I had to get a new one, and so I have a new operating system, and that was the one that I spent like emails going back and forth with this guy from Austin who helped me set it up, and now it's gone, and so I have to set all that back up again.
I'm even wondering if his doesn't have all the device drivers built into it, because I just had a whole list there. I went down to it and said, oh, there's one. I clicked that.
Yep.
I know if you want to get this one running with, you're giving away the ASIM CDFS over there, aren't you?
There's no software. It's just the book.
Oh, it's just the book? Oh.
Yeah, I think the discs for it are back at home.
It would be great if it was.
3.9, I thought, had a CD-ROM driver system in it too, didn't it?
The problem though is this is because of the accelerator.
See, he's got the 3.14, so it loaded everything but the Warp Engine's SCSI driver.
And it's the Warp Engine SCSI driver, so that's the one that.
Okay. I wonder if 3.2's got that built in.
Yeah, I was wondering too.
I got it. I was hoping it would be here before the meeting, but it's not.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
If David shows up, he's going to have it with him when he comes walking through that door.
Yeah, if he brings his Amiga, he's gonna he'll have the whole setup, and I've got several CD-ROM drivers set up on my system. I'm the one who copied my system configuration over for him, and it's got all the devices and everything else for CD-ROM drivers for ASIM CDFS.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's if he gives you a copy of it, or I can give you a copy.
That's cool. Yeah. Whenever I guess these.
Yeah, when you start this up where he's got it, it even shows the drive.
Yep.
In a little window. You just have to look at there's the name of the drive set. You can click on it.
It automatically.
And that's the software that you got for that. The manuals over there.
I think so. It's similar.
I'm at least gonna take a picture of the manual so I know the name. I don't get the name.
don't think anybody else is gonna take the manual, take it.
Oh, I think it's your manual, right?
Yeah, I'm
Your
grabbing the manual.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, okay.
It came from Ken, but I feel like,
I thought Ken brought it.
yeah.
So you brought that?
No, I brought the. No, I didn't bring anything. I was taking that from Ken.
Yeah, Ken brought it, yeah, that's what I thought, so, okay.
So you guys are missing a mouse right now. Yeah.
All right.
So now they won't keep
So that's home
on.
and it's got bugs.
You bought a mouse.
Oh yeah, I thought it said Amiga on it. And I was like, okay, there it is. Yeah, and then you check out the end of it. It's like no. And then I looked at it, and then it was like, oh, but it's got an adapter, and I didn't pay attention that the adapter is a PS2 adapter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got the Jerry adapter.
I don't know. It's it went somewhere, but it was the one that went with that micro the what do you call it the micro A1.
There's two types of mouse adapters, and pretty much one's dubbed the Jerry, and that's the ones that does PS2 protocols.
Yeah, that's not this one. This is just a regular PS2. It's got the adapter had a PS2 connection.
Oh, it's one of those little green things that
Yeah,
come with.
yeah,
Oh,
that.
one of those.
Useless.
Oh, that's
Useless.
Yeah.
So I was kind of in a rush because I was late. Getting
You
out
know,
the
I
door.
almost wish I'd have brought my Amiga box with me because I got all that extra stuff in there.
Yeah, I've got mountains of stuff.
You know,
So this is what I get for waiting to the last minute and being in a rush.
Well, where's my phone, sweetie? Is it over there?
Yeah.
Chris, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure I remember.
No, that's fine. What was his name? His name's Sal. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Have you looked into buying a Tom?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what is a Tom.
It's about this big. It has a USB port on one end, and the other end there's a 9-pin that goes into your mouse or joystick port.
Okay, I have one that doesn't. It only does like half the. Last time you were here, it only does like. It only works with certain mice, I should say.
Yeah, that's the Jerry. That's the Jerry.
You want creative naming?
Yeah. The Tom is the one that does everything. The Jerry is the one that only does PS2.
How do you know whenever you're looking at them?
Well, it should say Tom or Jerry on the unit. The main
order
order
name?
makes them.
Oh.
Yeah. There are other companies that make them too.
I think I got a.
Okay, so Dave's almost here. Let me see here. Let me show this.
Right there. Oh, okay.
See, it says Tom.
Yeah.
And it's got a 9-pin port, and on the other side is some USB port. And you can use a joystick USB, mouse, any controller. Work with it. I have two of them. I have one for
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
joystick
say.
port, I've got one for the mouse port. And I can do anything that I want with it. I mean, it even works with PlayStation. It works with an Xbox 360.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. It's awesome. And they're 22
About 30 bucks.
pounds.
Catching up with everybody's text messages on the old YouTube channel, so trying to get back to replying to everybody.
I know there's companies that sell them locally in the
Can you give me the information? I appreciate
In
it.
fact, this one has an SD card adapter. If the gimbal would pan down and let you see it. There it is. It's, what do they call that? It's the name of the, like this kind of cable, I guess. No, it's they have a name for this end. And it's not IEC, or maybe it is IEC. I think he said this was SD to IEC or something like that.
You'd have to ask him.
Yeah, I think it was SD to IEC.
Not much you can really do.
In terms of adapters.
You can move the mouse around.
And there's another one on here. There's a
What
CF
was it? You hold
adapter.
down the Amiga key, and then you can move the mouse around really slowly.
Yeah, there's a CF adapter on the 4000 too as well.
And then you can see fast where you want to go.
And then it starts shooting across the screen if you hold it down too long. You know?
Now, does this need special memory to go in there, or can it just be like any old?
I think those are
72
standard
sim?
30-pin sims, aren't they?
Be 72.
No, those are standard ones, and I have some for it. A couple of the clips are broken.
Oh.
The guy that I'm supposed to send this off to recap it is going to fix this.
Who are you sending it to?
Nice.
The ASIL Amiga.
Where's that at? Is it in California?
Yeah.
Is that Paul Resendez?
Yes.
Okay, I know Paul. Great guy.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Yeah, that's where he's a guy. But he's out on a ship right now. He works for the Navy apparently.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna have him recap it and then fix those. But right now, I've got all the memories all fast. It's faster memory sitting right there.
Got about all your hands.
Now
Yeah.
you'll get back a top quality job when you get it back from him.
I talked to him on Facebook.
He's one of the nicest guys.
Yeah,
He's just such a nice fella.
That's good to hear.
No, there is another guy that does some work up in Vancouver. His name is Aaron Morris,
Oh, really?
and Aaron does some recapping and things like that for people. But it depends on. Ever since him and his wife had their son, that kind of went.
Sure.
The schedule just became.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know anything about that, right?
Nothing at all. No, I haven't neglected contracts at all.
Easy, you see, they're going, we'll be able to put him down for his nap. I'll be able to do whatever.
Sure.
No.
That's when you take care of all the housework.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, right. If you dry that out, you can fertilize the lawn. It just. I don't think he expected that, but I still call him once in a while, and when he does answer the phone,
Nice.
he can usually talk for about 15 minutes until you can hear his son
geez.
doing whatever he's doing. I gotta go.
Yep. How old is the son now?
I think he's like 3 now.
Okay.
So I think.
Which one?
Move down.
Yeah, I have an 18-month-old in the house.
Oh, jeez.
I have
Okay,
a
wait till he's
20
20. Wait till he's 24.
I have a 22-year-old that's moved out.
Yep.
22.
There we go.
There
My
you go.
daughter. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Able to click here, and you shoot your-
Yeah,
Chris,
I'm
would
glad
you
you
like
came
to-
out because otherwise my daughter would be here. She's like, "This is so boring, Dad. Come on." So
Chris,
maybe that's what you're thinking in the back of your mind. Yeah.
Well, Marcio.
Want to man the gimbal for a second?
Most
Go
Oh.
back to Vector.
Okay.
Grab a
Yeah.
If you
cable.
want to bring your daughter sometime, my daughter will come to most.
Oh, she lives in Oklahoma City,
does
but
she?
yeah.
If she's ever down here,
Yeah. No, fair enough. But she.
We've had a few people bring their kids like, why are you playing with those older computers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They never did that up in Canby. The kids would just go nuts over the systems. They loved them. They sit there and play Pac-Man and.
Yeah, we had a man remember he brought his grandson. The grandson over there just bored and stiff.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you playing these?
Yeah,
Yes.
Normally I'd be sitting playing games on somebody else's setup, but I've played this one so much, I'm bored with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcy's favorite game is Hero.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember Hero.
I don't remember
The guy
Hero.
with the helicopter on his back, and he had the lasers, and you could shoot and set dynamite sticks and blow up the walls.
I don't remember that. I never played that.
Fun game.
Really?
Actually, that's one of those Activision games from back in the early
Oh, okay.
80s. It's just,
And then
It's
my
an awesome
second
game.
favorite is that newer one, Diamonds.
yeah, Diamonds. Yeah, it was created by a fellow over in Czech Republic. He goes by the name Fandao, and nice guy and very intelligent. He creates these logical puzzle games that just. Well, after about the 7th level, I'm sitting
I
there
keep
pulling
messing
my
this
hair
thing
out.
up. I'm sitting there trying to aim with
Sitting there
it.
going,
That's good.
and my
Let me
sister,
see.
and my daughter
Yeah, I forgot my
eats.
battery
And I'm sitting there going,
for the phone, so
yeah,
I had to grab this cable from inside.
Is there a water fountain right here?
There's one in the secured area. I can lead you back there if you
Is
want.
that all right? Yeah.
Yep.
Here, or you can probably pause the stream if you wanted to.
Well, I can put it on a tripod, I guess. We're gonna tripod this up.
Yeah, it's.
Yep. thresh me around.
Yeah, with that classic 520, I don't use a CD-ROM anymore. It's got the hot swappable SD card that's Windows formatted.
Yeah. But this one, since it's got the 68040 with the 128 mega RAM, I want to be able to do some, I don't know, I've got Sculpt Animate 4D. I thought it'd be kind of fun to mess around with. So I don't know, try and do something to make it use that.
This maybe will move when you want it to. You know, this one's a good one. The Amiga 4000 is fast. I've never was a fan because of the cap problems that most of them are currently having.
Yeah, once you get it redone.
All that surface mount garbage.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
I hate heat stations and all that kind of stuff. I just can't stand working with it.
Oh, well, I just grow back there, use a Metcal Talon, a little double-sided soldering iron thing, and just go
Yeah.
and got all the flux and everything,
You
too.
see that new floppy drive that guy's come out with? The little thin one? It's got a chip in it all in software. You just put your disk in there and you got a thing pops on the screen, goes and say, well, make it into an ADF. Does it? No, you say, okay, let's put a blank disk in and put that ADF back on it. Does it all for you.
There.
Have you seen?
All right, well,
the
we're
new
charging.
3.2 has an ADF mounter.
Yeah.
So you can just double click the ADF file and just mounts it and opens a window.
That's really nice.
That's slick.
I use that more for us. Just take the ADF file and,
Yeah.
and an HDF file mounted up too. So.
It's pretty cool being able to mount the
Water, yeah.
So you go back there with it too.
Yeah.
But he's created it all, put it on there where it reads the floppies, boot from the floppies. And I asked him, well, is there going to be a high density version? He said, working on it.
I love that Amiga shirt. I got one of those when my friend Bryce went to the anniversary celebration in California. He stayed with Colin Proudfoot. You know who that is? He was the CEO of.
Yeah, this is the one that brought you back from St. Louis.
He was the Colin Proudfoot was the CEO of Commodore UK for well over a decade. You know, I mean, he was there for a long time. At night, apparently quite a neat man. Bryce said, yeah, he said he drove us in his Ferrari to the event. He says, man, he's a wild man. He said, that guy, he said, I don't think we went under 90 the whole way there. And but Bryce brought me back one of those shirts, but unfortunately the biggest size they had was about 3 sizes too small for a fat boy like me. And so I ended up just kind of leaving it in the drawer all the time. But they never make anything for people like me. You know, I wear a 4X tall, and those are not easy to find for anything. I was lucky to find this. I don't know if you recognize that or not, but that was one of my favorite comic strips in the 80s. This was Bloom County.
Yes.
Bloom County, yeah, and Opus the Penguin, and Bill the Cat, and all these guys, Milo and Binkley. Binkley in his anxiety closet, where all the. I saw one. I've been looking for a copy of it so that I could save it on my computer, but it's got Binkley in bed, and Binkley goes. And out comes this monster. I'm the anxiety in your closet. I'm here to,
I know.
to make your life miserable
Look at David
throughout
there
the
just
night.
ringing the doorbell.
And Binkley sits up and he goes, sir, he said, at my age currently, I am no longer afraid of things like you. I'd really appreciate it if you just go back in there and leave me alone. I don't have time for this. And then he closes the closet door and he starts to walk back to his bed and something knocks at the door. He opens the closet door and some guy in a suit holding a can of Coke. He's holding a can of Coke and he says, "They changed Coke again!" and he screams bloody murder and runs off into the night. And which was a joke in the 80s because they kept changing Coke. You know, they had new Coke, caffeine-free Coke, classic Coke.
Classic Coke, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was there too.
Is that my hat? yeah, I got it going, my friend.
Pretty good stuff.
Good.
But in my rush, I grabbed a mouse that's a USB mouse, and it's like, and I didn't realize it has a Amiga check mark on it, but it's only for
Now you got to wipe that off with melamine foam so you never get confused again.
Yeah,
I think it's the way my head
trash. Because you know what? It's a USB mouse, but it's also a ball mouse. It's not
Sure.
even optical or a laser mouse.
So it's just
So
totally
it's
pointless.
like the worst of both worlds, you know? It's not 9 pins, and
Yep.
it's not optical. It's the
Right.
ball. It's,
I don't know why it does that. I think it's just
Thank you,
to get my
sir.
head shape.
Thank you.
And my friend will love this. This is a nice hat.
and I think
I owe you some money for this. Oh, don't worry about it.
you should pay money for this too. That's the sad part. That someone paid money. Oh no, it is optical.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
so you were condemning it.
I still can't use it.
Yeah, get that adapter.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you bring anything with you?
And sooner or later, you're gonna want an adapter for the keyboard as well. If something goes wrong with this one,
Yeah, that's true.
get an adapter and you put the USB keyboard
What were
in.
you doing in a monastery? Oh, my wife. This is religious stuff.
So, let's see, what can we do here?
Yeah, I think this is. I think we've done all we
working
can on this. But you know, I'm just glad to know that we got something that'll work here. Appreciate you guys getting me set up. Close.
Yeah, all the new
It's something. You want to stop by and try a disc on your way home, then let me know.
Oh, wait, I got too much stuff to go. I'm remodeling a bathroom at home.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that's always a pain.
The 3,000, the 2,000.
Doing it yourself or you got a contractor?
It's, I would say remodeling. I'm redoing the floors.
Mm-hmm.
My upstairs bathroom, and it's a 1987 house, and it has carpet in it.
Oh, yeah, of
It's
course.
like, who puts carpet next to a toilet?
I know. Back in the 80s, I guess you did.
Yeah, exactly. All of my, I have a 3.5 bath. All of them had carpets, and I've already redone the other 3.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 downstairs I had put in full tile and
Yep.
stuff. But the upstairs are a little bit more tricky because it's not on concrete, it's on
Sure.
wood. So I have to put down some special stuff and redo that.
Someone probably get their feet cold. What's the coffee done?
And it's just like, when do you have to clean around the base of the toilet?
Yep.
It's like, no,
The
I mean, that's a
whole
good
shampoo
day.
carpet cleaner
Rip
thing,
it,
I
yeah,
guess.
you can't get back there to even shampoo it.
Sure.
So it's just like, it's going to be nice, whatever. I mean, it felt good. I've already got the carpet ripped out and stuff.
Guessing it's not a bathroom you use very much if it's the last one.
I mean, my daughter's moved out.
Mm-hmm.
I never really go upstairs that much. Everything's in my room.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, it's like that starts.
The rest of the house,
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you got the perfect layer. Like back before, we had a kid. Upstairs is pretty much my whole domain to myself.
Yeah, I think it's taken over.
Mhm.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I've still got an old air conditioner up there, and it's not cooled evenly, so there's some hot spots. And there's a lot of stuff I have to do to fix the house up.
Mhm.
And there's only so much time and only so much money.
Exactly. Well, just think about the money you get from selling it in this market.
That's true, except the fact that I'd have to go buy another one.
That's the only problem.
The
That's what
property
brings me
tax.
up to wanting to buy my house. I was like, okay, I sell it to you, where am I gonna live?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. They'll pay more than that for renting an apartment.
They got to go move to North Carolina or somewhere where it's cheaper.
I do work remote now, and I have thought about moving out to the country.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where our
I
man's
need
moving
internet.
out.
Yeah, that's true.
I went to a place called Tally yesterday, out in the middle of nowhere, to get a U-Haul truck. And I got out there, and I made a little turn, it was just like empty fields and stuff. I made a little turn, and all of a sudden it was like giant houses, just one after another. It was like, what are these people doing out here? There's nothing out here, not even a grocery store out there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That is, to be fair, that is some of the stuff that you get accustomed to. Is like, I live in Plano. You just go over here to this place, go to there, go to the,
A friend of mine, my wife's friend, who lives in Pasadena,
Mhm.
We went out there seeing her, it was miles and miles of nothing. We got.
Sure.
And she was saying, yeah, it's a 3.5 hour one-way drive to the nearest grocery store from here. I said, what do you do for the cold stuff? I said, well, we get a big ice chest, pack it full of ice, and it's not melting until we get back.
What a mess. How do you get your mail too?
Oh, they have. I'm sure the mail, they come out, they probably drop it off at like drop boxes.
Well, they all have like a group mailbox. There's
Group
like 5 or 6
mailbox, yeah.
houses there at this place, and they all have one big mailbox. Like apartment complex.
Better hope energy's cheap, or else it's gonna be hard to get around out there.
Yeah, but no. But I don't want to deal with moving back into an apartment or something. I told myself I'd never live in another apartment again. And
Yeah.
after like people, running around, feels like they're jumping. It sounds like they're bowling upstairs.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You don't want to live on the top floor either, then, huh?
Yeah, and then get everything upstairs. And
Yep.
I'm so done with it. I don't want to move.
Well, I'll tell you, back in May, I found pinball machines for sale. This fellow lived on the 3rd floor in a building with no elevator. So the two of us spent probably 45 minutes getting downstairs on a dolly.
I have a giant arcade, 4-player arcade machine, CRT full, 28-inch CRT, and it's up on the 2nd floor.
Oh,
and
no.
so I have the poor movers that had to move that up there, and I gave them a little bit bigger tip. Because they had to, there's no way to get it up there.
I agreed to help a guy who lived on the 4th floor of the apartment, and we got up there and said, got ready to start carrying stuff down. I said, where's that elevator? He said, "Oh." I said, you mean those double flights of stairs? We went back there. Oh, about the 4th time.
Yeah, my wife and I were in New York City for a conference, and they had some friends who had a 6th floor walk-up for their apartment. It was real shallow stairs, too, real old building. Could you imagine moving all your stuff up 6 floors, no elevator?
You can go to Harbor Freight, but I got it's not called an appliance dolly. An appliance dolly is someone who sits on the ground, but it's a dolly. It's like a mover's dolly, and it's tall, and it has sliders on the back of it for going upstairs.
Yeah.
And you can strap. It's a strap that you strap.
Yeah, stair climbers or the escalators or things. Oh, there you go. Well, you should lend that to people when it's TPF time, because pinball nerds would love to have the abilities to get games downstairs.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like Ned used to have. I don't know. He used to bring his little cart. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like one of those bringing in this kind of stuff.
I remember years ago taking a course called The History of Engineering or something like that in college, and they were talking about the fact that I don't know, in the early 1900s or something, there wasn't anything that really prevented people from building a 20-story tall building. Except for the fact nobody wanted to build walk up 20 flights of stairs. And so it wasn't until the invention of the elevator that they started doing that.
Right. Because rich people used to live on the bottom.
Yes.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. In the French walk-ups, rich people would be on the 1st floors and the poor people would be on the 6th. Something like that. All those buildings in Paris.
One of the first elevators I read about was one where they had horsepower.
Oh, dang.
The horse, you had to pay the guy, of course, so pull that rope to pull whatever you go up.
Man, it's like you better use that elevator judiciously if you're paying for it.
Yeah, I lived in apartment for I was glad to get out. I think the last time the person you move in above me, I didn't look, they had nothing, because they had some kind of special deal to move in. Some people had a beanbag chair, well, they really had, and they had like 5 chairs.
This is a 64C.
And I'd be there during the day, I had work nights, I'd be there to hear a boom, boom. They kept going on all day long. Finally, one day I asked the lady, I said, what do you got up there that makes that noise? Oh, that's the kid riding the big wheel.
Oh no. Bummer.
Wheel indoors.
And he's running it right into the wall and then turn around and going back to this wall.
It's basically
Back to this wall.
it's basically
Oh, I bet they didn't get their deposit back when they moved out.
Well,
it reads everything.
well, one reason I had to keep touching because that apartment always had a toilet that would stick if you flushed. And it was just all you did was touch the toilet. Because I knew the guy worked good up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it works perfectly.
Well, he moved out, and I didn't realize what was going to happen. They moved in up there, and they'd be gone all day, and I'd hear that. But, please come home.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, upstairs I started seeing water coming down one time, and apparently they had just left the
yeah, it's right over there.
bathtub
Well, there's
going,
the,
and I guess, I mean, they have like
It's turbo
drain, so but I don't remember what it was, and I don't even know why. It's not like I could go up there, but all I know is water was coming down, and so, and I called the maintenance people. I'm like, hey, there's water coming down into my apartment, so they couldn't get in the door. Apparently they just like left some water running and went to sleep. It's like what, like crackheads or something. I don't know. I was just like, I'm so done.
They didn't want to call anybody come up there.
It's a network,
Where's your stuff, you know? I went up there and told her, I said, can I fix your toilet? This dragged me up there. I said, sure, show me how to do it. I went in there and there's like a beanbag chair and a little stool sitting over the front of her.
And lots of room for the big wheel.
And yeah. And I went there and showed her, just lift this and it shut right off of that. Oh, well, that's simple enough. But, see, it was a special deal. They moved in, they were giving them 2 months free to move in.
Oh.
So they come in, paid 1 month, got 2 months free, and as soon as that was over, they're gone.
Are you serious?
How do you, Marcy?
They don't, wow.
Did you get the fan out of it?
Should I cancel this or save this?
It's already said,
Yeah,
we didn't change it.
We didn't change it.
You have to wait 5 seconds for my ad.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh.
So funny.
Hey, you guys, I forgot to show you guys this.
Okay.
This
Somebody has to let me back in.
is one of the, I will.
Stay back
This is one of those joysticks that company up in Canada, they bought the molds for the Atari 2600 joysticks. And so this is a brand new one.
James got one of those. Had to have it. He saw that and had to have it.
It really pops on the dome contacts, yeah.
Yeah, that's good because you never knew.
You never knew
When
if
I was a
you were-
kid,
yeah.
you're like, "Rrr."
Yeah, sure. They're $15 a piece.
Yeah.
You know, that's decent for a brand
Yeah.
new, you know. And, you know, I remember a friend of mine telling me that
Oh, yeah.
they thought that the CX40 joystick
You see that adapter?
probably was the most, probably the most easy to use and, you know,
This is the monster joystick stuff. You put the 9 pin in there, it's got a micro USB, sometimes there goes into a regular USB, you can use stuff like that on even PC.
that's cool.
And it works wonders.
Awesome. That's really cool, actually.
And so what does it do?
Well, you plug your C, take like this 9 pin, plug it in there, then you got a micro USB connector to the here, which comes with it, with a water cable, plug in USB.
Oh, that on
You
your
can use
PC?
joysticks on a PC, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. He said it was a very finesse style design.
Yeah, and then the battery, classic, hard to battery leakage.
Yeah. So where'd you
This
pick
is
that
why,
up,
because all that
Dad?
white paper comes off.
Oh, I didn't
That way
know
we
that.
got clear.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's fine, that looks fine.
Oh, is that from that monster place?
As I say, it didn't come with any instructions, so
Yeah.
how was I to know?
Yeah, there's no instructions, yeah.
What's that? What's the switch on the side or?
There's a switch, you can reprogram.
Right. Mhm.
Matter of fact, I broke my shirt, I took it a couple times, and then looked at it, you know, they use it, and it wouldn't work at all.
Mhm.
Whatever, I figured out.
And so the last time, he said he had to do it, take like 3 months to get in. I've always had to do it take like 2 weeks.
So software.
So, but anyway, I was just like, they shipped it out, but it hadn't gotten here
New
yet.
ROM or something.
And they shipped it out like 3 or 4 days ago.
It's one of the reasons that I quit
What did before?
ordering
Uh-huh.
from Amiga
That's
store.
where-
Yes. How fast was the shipping?
Know how to use it. Pretty complete now.
Right,
first two out, it was only like 3 or 4
It was a lot cheaper. Spain.
Yeah, he got it.
Coming from France, it's expensive. You could.
Perfect.
It's
right on me.
It's like supposedly like with extra tracking, you could spend like $30, but I was just like, just give me the 70. It's always about there.
That's still cheaper, man. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean you paid like what was it, $80?
I think I paid like 60, 70 bucks.
For shipping? Yeah. But they did
5 days.
Now that it was 5 days shipping.
Oh, but then that's why I ordered a bunch of other things. I got 3.
I mean, it was fast shipping.
Yeah, it was.
It was
fast.
quick.
Once they got it out, and after I stopped interrupting them, I'm gonna ship it now. I go, no, add this.
Oh, that's
And
right.
yeah.
And so you got it in though?
Oh yeah, I got it in. I like it a lot. The only thing, hey Sal, I wanted to ask you. For some reason, when I boot up, I only have 5.3 megabytes of memory. I don't know what's eating up the other
5.3 megabytes of
free fast RAM.
fast RAM?
Yeah.
Chris, what kind of chip in there? Is that a 68,000 or 6830 or?
5.3 megs of fast
You
RAM.
remember?
There's nothing on the motherboard as far as I know.
Yeah,
Maybe
you should.
Johnny
Yeah,
knows.
I
know
think
that it comes
loading
with.
most of the.
I've got a
of the
6840
residual
card that's
Okay.
installed on there.
Gotcha.
Into the
So-
high memory.
But it doesn't come
because
with.
the
I
chip
guess
memory is what you
because
need
I think
for all
they
your
come
stuff that you
with
do.
originally
The
a
fast memory,
different
I have it loading
6840 card
everything
than what
high
I've
so
got.
that it,
I don't know if you
it
get it on
keeps
30
out
card,
of
but
your
yeah.
hair for the stuff that
This
needs
this
that
one's
chip RAM.
68040.
Like
Nice.
WHD load.
So
Okay.
WHD
That's
load needs
got,
as much chip RAM as it can get.
Yeah.
128 megs. Got
No,
128 megs.
I have everything loading into the fast RAM. And now there's probably a couple things that you don't need that I can take out.
All right. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
But mine only shows 5.9.
These are all 32-bit slots then in there, yeah.
Yeah, you got a smile on your face.
Yes, I'm smiling.
Sorry, I thought the fan was a good idea. I hope you guys don't mind.
It does get warm in here.
Yeah.
That's your copy.
Thank you.
That's my biggest fan. I take it everywhere.
Yeah, but
Take it to all my karaoke shows. It sits there and cheers me on in the corner.
this is one of the things that I got from Ken.
But it's,
USB.
I've never had a fan that blows so much air as those cage fans do like that. This thing is awesome. Maybe
But I gotta be able to get the drivers.
My wife bought a box fan and there's more noises. That's why I wanted to get this air on there.
The box fans are just not as good. Those things there, again with the hardware store, I bought those at Ace Hardware back in Oregon. And all the Ace Hardware stores, they're about that with the fan. Or they last forever.
Yeah.
They must take a lot of air.
No, that was my 2500.
Okay. Yeah, right. That was an older machine.
But yeah, it's still a little quirky that way. I gotta do some work on that one too. So I don't know.
If you really help, Chris, you should, call me.
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
I might just
It
have
kind of gives me a reason to make sure and all these go up here and stuff like that.
Call me and let me know if you need something that I might have or something.
Okay, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And like I said, when you get your 3.2, if you send me a stream or send me a CF card, I'll set it up for you.
Oh, that's cool. But that kind of takes away the fun, and I stay dumb in how to do it and get it done.
Well, I guess that's a good point.
As I say, I'm watching Mark over here set stuff up, and Johnny, all these guys, and they're like, I'm learning as they're trying to do stuff. When my first Amiga was the 500, that's what I always had. I didn't have the money to have. I didn't have no hard drive. I didn't have no CD-ROM. I didn't have anything. And when later on I had a 3000, but it already had everything basically set up on it. It was already. I bought it.
No way.
Hard drive. It was already set up.
Wow.
See, now I had an Amiga 500, but I had an Amiga a Commodore 590 hard drive. The equipment to the side of it.
Is that an MFM or an IDE or what?
It was an IDE version.
Okay.
Yeah. Or, no, not IDE, it's SCSI.
Okay.
SCSI.
Those were nice. If you go back and you look at, I got back in magazines, you go back and look at like the prices of that stuff. It's like $27.95, and you're like, and that was $1985, $1987. Like I didn't, I worked all summer to save up for my 500 mowing lawns. I
Yeah,
actually
not
bought
cheap.
That's why you didn't have one.
That's why I didn't. that's also why I didn't have a monitor for a long time, because I bought the computer and I didn't have enough. You know, I talked my parents into.
The 1084s
buying
are
me the-
expensive.
Yeah, they're like $300. So.
They're still $300, huh? At least.
That's true. I sold one for $25 not too long ago. But
No way.
Yeah.
Gave somebody a good deal.
So yeah, but it was back before. I'd say it was a few years ago. It's been
15 years probably.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lived in this house for 10 years now, and that was right when I moved in. Because nobody was really collecting stuff.
Putting the phone back in the gimbal. All right, bear with me.
I remember I bought 2 megs of RAM for my 1000. It cost me $800.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's so wild.
Well, you know, when people started, you know, what was it, about 10 years ago, maybe a little more, that everybody started doing the, I think we got new technology.
It's got 128. It's got 2 meg chip and 128 on
And
the.
you started seeing memory upgrades and things like that that were coming out, which is insanely cheap.
Mounted on the warp engine accelerator.
Right.
So that's the
Is it
68040.
040?
Yeah, that's the 040 accelerator. So
And what is this?
these are this is actually dedicated for the chip RAM. This 5th slot here, because I thought that was kind of weird too. But this bank is, you put this, now you only get 2 megs chip RAM.
Yeah.
You can't, even though there's a jumper on the motherboard to set 8 megs chip RAM.
Oh, no.
It's like a dirty joke. Because it's like, you know, or a cruel joke, because it's like it will never work. The chips won't support it. But anyway, it's on there.
Oh, that's where I see the jumper. 2M.
Oh, yeah,
6M,
that's it.
8.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Check that out.
Yeah, and it's like
That is funny. 2 megabytes or 8 megabytes
It's
of
like,
chip
yeah, I
RAM.
want 8 megabytes chip RAM. We just move that jumper. Yeah.
That's wild. I've never seen that.
Developed the 4000.
That is hilarious.
2 years ago, he had a website and everything, and he posted on there. He said, "I finally developed the 4 meg Agnes, and you know, if you want to send me this much money, I'll send you the new Agnes that does 4 megs and all this stuff he's going to throw in." And everybody's like, ready. So he's going. You know, now I'm sitting there going, "How did he do that by himself?" And all of a sudden I'm like, "Wait a minute, today's April 1st."
Yeah. Oh no.
And about a week went by. I think he said he had 5,000 orders before the week went by. And he died to post April Fools.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, I bet they wanted to know.
To shoot him.
Yeah, I wanted to know where he lives. Yeah, exactly. But you can. I've got I've got some more RAM. You can add an extra 16 meg there, but it's supposedly slower than what's on the accelerator. And I'm gonna have to have a couple of the clips are broken. So supposedly those are victorious. So I have to get that fixed. But
The Blues Brothers?
Yeah, that's
Up there by Wrigleyville, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
How many megahertz is the warp engine?
that's what I would have done. I said, yeah, we want to come see me and talk about this. You know,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Chicago.
Well, good. I'll take the L train right up there then.
Yeah, and I wonder how many people would pop the joke.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
You know, it's like when I
just don't- yeah.
somebody comes up and says, "I have a question for you."
So that comes with a whole
Is the
new
answer 42?
40.
You know, about 50% of the
Yeah.
time, I get somebody that goes,
Now this isn't the warp engine. Isn't the one that came with this 4000.
No, the answer is not.
There was a Commodore one that they came with it, but it didn't have slots for more RAM or anything like that. It just had
I'm a big fan of the.
it was just an accelerator card.
He is too.
But I had 2 of these 4000s, and 2, one worked and one didn't. And basically, I took the parts that I made the best one, and then sold the other one on eBay. I still got quite a bit of money for it.
Hey, Chris, here's what you need for your 4000. The ZZ 9000. Have you heard about this one?
That's what I was telling Sal.
Oh, yeah?
RPG card.
Yeah, you can put like anything in it. It's got FPGAs, ARMs, got DDR3 memory. You can do
It
the.
has Ethernet. It has
Right.
USB.
Yeah, it can do the
Yeah,
whole
there's
HDMI thing too.
Why have I
1920
never
by 1080.
heard of this?
Well, there's a video from the British guy. Is it MTV or something? He does all types of videos on YouTube. He has a review on it.
USB with mass storage support. Very intriguing.
But
So
I
you can put like a
think
thumb
the
drive in
USB
there.
is-
Huh?
How much is this an April?
No, this
Fool's
is
joke?
it's 350 euros. So that's what they have.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
When you consider what you're getting,
And consider
Warp
what
Beat.
Sam Rockwell.
what I've sold stuff for on eBay before, what the prices are.
Yeah.
Is it available? That's the question.
That's the question, right? Let's see. Okay, batch 8, October, November 2021.
Yeah, if you order now.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it last night.
Oh, how funny.
Is there already another? Oh, this is batch 8.
Yeah.
So in other words, this is not vaporware.
No.
Because I mean,
No.
we've seen vaporware
This
before.
guy made previously another model of the board. This is his new version. I forget what the other one was called, but it's all RTG, and I think it emulates the Picasso 96. I think it has 32 megabytes of RAM. I think it also was a RAM expansion.
Yeah, it's got a RAM expansion.
Had a bunch of things in it.
Yeah, in fact, there's a comment about it. Our Tech Anthony had just popped in here on the comments section, is recommending this highly as a great card.
That's good to know. Wow. ZZ 9000, what was it called?
Yeah, the ZZ 9000. And you can get it for a bunch of the different Amigas, 500. You can get it for the 500 with some adapters, but you can also get it for 2000, 3000, 4000. It's Zorro 2 and 3 compatible.
And it'll take DDR3?
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah. What? 1 gig is DDR3 RAM?
Yeah.
And they're constantly updating the firmware, and it's open source.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like down below you could even...
It's MP3 decoding. It's so funny. It's like,
I know. Yeah, you can start...
I was like, now I can listen to all my 15 gigs or 60 gigs of music.
Right. Not just that, but it looked like you could play videos on it or something too, because offload all this processing onto the chip rather than having the CPUs do it. So, like now you got all these crazy multimedia capabilities.
Yeah, we'll have to give that a shot. The next guy says it's a great card, and I'm glad to know, because too many times I've seen stuff like they get promised, and you know.
This guy has a good review. You've probably seen him before.
No, I'm used to like Amiga Bill, and I'm used to, but he's kind of a strange dude.
Yeah, this guy, he does some good
This guy looks a little bit more normal.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Okay, MVG is his channel. I think this is called Pimping the Amiga.
Okay.
But when you do a search for the Pimping the Amiga in 2020. This card came out a year ago.
Oh, Nikes. All right.
So do ZZ
9000.
And this guy has a good review. And this guy's a programmer. He has some interesting stuff. I think he's British.
I'm out then.
Oh, well, you know, a lot of British folks are into this stuff for sure, but actually what it says is that we've got Lucas from Berlin is the guy that makes the card, and there's even, he'll support,
right Hi, Lucas.
I don't think Lucas is watching, but Linux is going to be supported on it as well, as per this comment, with firmware 2.0.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be like a full-fledged computer on it.
Yeah, it sounds like a. Yeah, I'm going to just save this.
It sounds kind of like a Zorro then in a bit of a respect, except you're not limited to 68,000 whatever old stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good information. How are you liking that classic A9 or what's it called?
A20? I like it a lot. The only thing I'm trying to do, just throw some old 3D programs on there, but it doesn't have a math code processor.
Oh, okay.
I don't. That was only old 20s never came with the math code processor.
Dang it. What did this thing just do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I think I just turned off the gimbal. Alright, let's get this back in action, huh? There we go.
Kickstart ROM on it. You have to just switch a jumper.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just moves up like.
So I got mine ordered. Should be here soon. With that case and stuff like that.
Oh, the case, man, that's what I need to get for it.
You know, yeah, that. Oh, that was the other reason why I went with the AmigaStore.eu, was because they have a 3D printed case that you can order with it, and so that was kind of like, but it was out of stock at the time. So,
A 3D printed case?
No, the 3D printed case was in stock, but the 520 was out of stock.
I was going to be surprised.
It was supposed to be back in stock. I was just like pre-ordered. It's like, you know, and they delayed it one time, but then I was like, I'm just pre-ordering it because, and then it came in and right when they said it would, so July. But it took them a couple of weeks. They sent out a thing saying, hey, we're really backed up because of 3.2. Everyone wants 3.2.
Yeah.
We're backed up. We're trying to get it out, and so it took them a couple of weeks to just get the order sent. So now it was mailed about 3 or 4 days ago.
When
Cool.
you install 3.2 on your classic 520, there's an option to, I think it asks you if you have a seller. Tell it yes, because it installs some type of driver to increase the performance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause it's supposed to have that 68020 like knockoff clone thing. It's not like it's not a regular 68020. It's supposed to have a faster one, which I don't know.
It works, yeah, I think it runs at 30 megahertz, but it works really good.
It adds like, you know, what, 8 megs RAM or 5.5?
Well, yeah, well, he has a bunch of stuff, he configured it, and there's a bunch of stuff running, but yeah, 8 megs of RAM. What else did it have? It has, of course, you got the CF reader, that's your...
And then a micro SD too.
Yeah, but micro SD is limited to 4 gigabytes max, but
Oh,
it's
that's
hot
wild.
swappable, which is good.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, hot swappable is always nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because this thing is definitely not hot swappable. This little CF.
Holy moly.
It's supposed to be released in November,
Oh, that's hilarious. So, I guess the timeline on this thing mentions there's an Amiga 500 that is being emulated on a ZZ9000 inside of an Amiga 3000.
Nice. That's awesome.
So you're emulating a 500 inside of a 3000.
Man, that's nice.
Or you could just use WHD load, right? It's kind of the same thing.
I guess there's DOSBox support for it, so that's interesting how that's going to work. I guess you could run the old DOS games then.
No kidding. That'd be
Man, they can actually set up a Raspberry Pi with and mount one of those.
Yeah.
get one of those.
Because I'm not sure if I was gonna. I got a Amiga, not a Amiga. What was it?
High Storm?
High Storm.
Okay.
And I got rid of it after I started seeing videos come out about it.
Half-baked and stuff like that.
Don't know.
I'm like, oh, forget this. Sold it on eBay.
You know what this thing kind of reminds me of? It's like we could start having AWS has Windows instances and Linux instances, and now you could just run a bunch of these in a backplane and have some Amiga instances on the cloud.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
The
It's
Amiga
like yours-
rises again.
Yeah, it's like your video toaster as a service now.
Yeah. Yeah. VTOS. Video toaster as a service.
Yep. And of course, people try to mine with it and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. That's true.
So, I mean, I guess if she did a good movie, maybe I should check it
Yep.
out. I was pretty displeased with a lot of and the Ghostbusters was no exception. I just, and you know, I can't believe that any of the original cast of the Ghostbusters wanted actually agreed to sign on for a cameo appearance.
Yeah, enough money.
Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was enough.
Sure, they gave them enough money to do it.
Well, they grabbed the wrong director, first of all. You don't have Paul Feig direct a Ghostbusters movie. That just doesn't work. It was just not good. But then again, I've done a lot of those in the last few years. And, you know, I was commenting to a friend of mine who did talk before the movies. You know, there's been so many movies coming out, but so few of them are really good movies. And yet, back in the 80s and the 90s, they were coming out with all kinds of left and right. They were just blockbuster, cool films all over the place. You know, and there seems to be, the ratio seems to have changed where it's less good ones, more bad ones now than it used to be. Where there was more good ones, less bad ones.
Yeah, but a lot of times you go back and look at those movies you thought they were great when you were a kid that probably aren't as good as, you know, as great as what you thought they were. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. I went back and, you know, I was flipping through Amazon one day and I saw the cartoon G.I. Joe. I thought, oh, G.I. Joe, that rocked when I was a kid. Yeah, so I turned it on and watched an episode and I went, boy, this is the worst voice acting I've ever heard in my entire life. This is just awful. And I thought, did I really find this entertaining when I was that age?
When you're that age, you have 3 channels, you know, 3-4 channels on TV, and
yeah.
You're limited. You're watching.
No way.
Beverly Hillbillies and
Green
Acres, the Monkeys, or whatever reruns over and over. Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, I love Hogan's Heroes. That's one of my favorite shows.
But still, I mean, you know, you're kind of limited nowadays. You can. What we thought was great entertainment, you know,
Well, I watch.
To watch the old Star Trek, some of the special effects on
Oh yeah.
the original are kind of lame.
Kind of cheesy, yeah. But, you know, but you know, at least.
But it's the stories that drove those for the most part anyway.
Well, I would say
was gonna
Doctor
say,
Who
you know,
didn't
they
have good special effects until like
Yeah.
2 years ago.
They had good writers, you know, back then. They did.
Right, that's good writing.
Now, one of my favorite TV shows is Barney Miller, and I still, you know, I have the whole series on DVD. I love watching that, and I've actually had friends of mine that are police officers that said, "Yep, that's pretty accurate, actually." You know, we get some real strange weirdos, you know, that we arrest
Yeah.
and bring in, you know.
Daddy, which button do you press to play the game?
I think you press F1.
No, other side.
Oh,
Try again.
Not F1.
No.
Did you try the fire button?
Yes.
yeah, no. That
Is
has
he
the
in the
right
right
one?
port?
Has the right one.
It's
Port
the
one.
it's the box one.
Yes. Is he in the right joystick port?
He might not be in the right joystick port.
Can you do it live?
Yeah, he's in the left. He's in the left joystick port.
Now press the button.
I think it actually did it. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cindy Hunter, man, I don't know. Wow, metal.
It's a pretty solid controller.
Yeah, it's like eating.
Sensitive leaf switches and things. A Rhino. I guess we just have to copy it.
Get with Bill about see, because like that looked to me like
I guess that's the Epic Fast Load.
Ask him when he's gonna come to a meeting.
You guys loading something.
Yeah. Well, he has an Epic Fast Load cartridge in here.
Yep.
Which, man, those things were great.
website.
Save the memory.
Someone asking about registering our domain name.
Daddy,
But it seemed like they were,
this is we've reached past the point of my expertise.
Somebody wants to buy.
Time to do the restart.
I guess,
I don't know. He was playing the game and it did that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
trying to switch to them.
Trying to start with my
I
domain.
guess you can go through other companies and register a domain name.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
It happens. It grows
They just
fast.
automatically renew it. Oh, that's something really weird.
Let's talk about like $90 for a year or like $180 for 5 years or something.
I'm gonna have to get with Bill and be like, look, I'm pretty sure DreamHost and GoDaddy will do it for like $17 a year.
Yeah, I do $20 a year.
This company was, I think, it looked official,
I
like
think
they
that's
were
what this like,
renewing.
they're hoping we'll do it, and then until they realize, well, we still gotta go in.
It sounds
Yeah.
like somebody's targeted Bill before and they know they can, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, he should come to a meeting.
There it goes.
Is he waiting for one to be down south again?
Yes, sir. I'll call you out.
Chris, what you snagging?
This Amiga 1000, not Amiga 1000, Amiga
Amiga 1.
that's got some problems with it, and maybe I could figure it out.
Nice.
So we'll see.
We broke it.
Yeah. Oh. Oh well.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
It usually doesn't take this long.
Yeah, I think I know what the problem is.
I'll let you draw.
No, don't need it.
We'll fix this. Is it a dirty cartridge?
No, it's the fast load. It doesn't like the fast load cartridge because the game actually has its own fast loader built in.
Yeah.
Oh, clever.
okay.
It's throwing a hiss and fit.
How about what? Burger 5? Can't say I've heard of it before.
I never knew you could have load like that.
Yeah.
Culver's, I've never been there.
Culver's. Culver's used to be something like the Midwest, St. Louis and stuff. They finally built one here.
Yeah, they were more
give it a second.
Midwestern company.
See, they got one on 121 in the colony now. Yeah,
Okay.
Hard 8.
R8.
I think that game has to use its own fast loader. I don't think it likes the Evans one.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
actually showed the.
Yeah, that didn't come on before.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I think
Exidy.
it's still loading here.
I never ordered a large drive.
Well, I bet
Let's see if we have any notes on the stream. We're having fun looking stuff up. Lucas is making a sound card add-on for the ZZ9000 with DSP. My God, that ZZ9000 is going to be really something.
Yeah, there's some good information on that one.
I know.
You have this sacks of potatoes or box of potatoes.
Just give it a second. It's
Yeah, it's been a
loading.
while since I've been
It's
to
not
find
giving us the
that.
weird
Yeah, it's not the weird lines anymore, huh?
Yeah.
It's totally black now. Getting a nice glare. Here's everybody in the room, I guess. Oh my, they need back in.
Right.
I'm holding on to this.
Sure.
Cool. I guess you just use the joystick to move that around.
Okay.
That's the doorbell we have at work.
Oh, really? Oh,
Don't like it. And that's the sound that it makes when we know somebody went outside that's not supposed to.
oh, nice. It's acting up.
No, it's loading.
Oh, it is?
The lights on.
It doesn't usually take this long, though, Daddy.
She's right, actually.
Oh,
There it goes.
oh.
Okay, there you go.
We got it.
Got it.
Need a hand get anything
Could
down?
be just because it's been so long since it's been used.
No.
He doesn't want to
And
talk
just,
to
well,
you.
you know, you gotta go, keep walking.
Here we go.
Over there on the pile of stuff.
Careful, that's quicksand. So you gotta jump across quick.
I don't have a 3-point now, but I don't hear it. Yeah. As it is, like, to the drive.
Is that a good thing? Let's go down.
Oops. Oh,
Yeah.
Toasted.
Oh, let's go down the ladder.
Does he not have the boomerang yet?
Ooh, snake.
Daddy?
Hmm?
Does he have the boomerang yet?
He can't get that. This game actually doesn't have any weapons in it. This one's different from the other one.
That's pretty funny. So it's a third party.
This one's more about jumping out of the way.
Fire, I guess I can.
Oh, went up in a puff of smoke. I love it.
Burn. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
and you died.
Oh, game over. That was funny.
It's a pretty cool game actually. Once you get used to it, it's actually a lot of fun to play.
I don't think I can use that.
I would have to get case off mine. Probably.
I think everybody's starting to tear down here. So everybody start helping me tear down stuff.
Is that a Commodore product?
No, Alpha.
See the 4,000 normal through more slot.
Okay, I remember seeing that in his machine.
It was, yeah. We pulled it out to get to the weird stuff that's running. Anybody got a tower?
I had a tower just like you, except mine didn't have that.
Ah. Okay.
I'm Alan Funt.
Thank you. It's gonna be 420.
420.
Need help?
Yeah, 420.
Need help?
got it. You still I'll bring in that box. Why don't I just bring it in next time?
Sure, that'll work.
So let me see what we got.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of condition this Amiga? What do we call it? Amiga 1. It's so weird.
It is.
Well, that was back when they had the Amiga XCD or Amiga, mini micro.
Yeah, Micro 81.
Did they ever make the Amiga the Walker?
No, it's just a prototype.
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 They had on eBay someone was selling a 3400 prototype.
No, they found that at used car.
Really?
They found the 3400 and the 3600.
Yeah, it's a prototype. It looked like a prototype too. It looked like it's like a 4000.
He seems to be just doing it all.
That's pretty funny. Are you usually the one that sets up with all the conventions and things then?
He sets up, I tear down.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Usually we have like 12 systems at least.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How fun. All Amigas are different things.
All the different things. I have 31 systems, all different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got everything from the Pong unit to to an Atari 2600 to,
Yep.
I even have an Aquarius.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of conventions.
Which ones did y'all do?
The Portland Retro Game.
Oh yeah, okay, nice. Wow, so you drive all the way up there to, oh, that's right, you're from Portland anyway, so.
We lived in the town.
Yeah, then you got to do that easily.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I wish we were still doing Let's Play down here. We'll definitely invite you out there to show stuff.
Well, we're gonna go to this Retro Palooza.
Okay, sure.
It's here. It's in Arlington.
Yeah.
And
You going as an exhibitor or just
not this
a show?
No, I want to see what it's like first. And if it's something that's up our alley, maybe we'll get a booth and show off the systems and let
Yeah,
A
I'm
lot of our
trying.
old club members, they come help us out too.
Totally.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, about 3 or 4 from Oregon will fly out and meet us here.
Yeah.
What we used to do.
Well, they could sure
is-
use it.
What we used to do is we would have a free play booth set up,
Yeah.
and any club member that came and helped us set up and tear down
Mm.
got a free pass because we were given like 20 passes every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Perfect Retro Gaming Expo gave us quite a few free passes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because for all our club members, because I had 30 of the Commodore 1702 monitors.
Sure.
I stored them for Atari Age.
Yeah.
Atari Age, Al would come up for that event, and we just bring him the monitors.
That's
right there.
wild. I mean, that's useful stuff though too.
It was
Al's a real chill guy.
Huh?
From what I understand, Al's pretty cool,
If
yeah.
Al was any more laid back, he'd be dead.
I know.
Al's great.
Yep.
I tell you, he's just a cool guy.
I know, I think.
Ain't nothing wrong with that man.
Saw him at Pinballs down in Austin, I think, once, and just like, wow. Super chill.
Up everything at the end of the expos.
Yeah.
We fit it all into the Suburban and fit all the people into a car.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
that's up to Marcy.
better than me. I took 5 carloads of stuff once to Let's Play, and then I brought 4 back.
We got 4 people in the Suburban, and we got, not to mention we got 20 of the monitors in there, and we got 10 of the systems
Nice.
in there.
That's amazing.
No. We got 10 of the systems in there, but we really get more systems in when we didn't have the monitors
I would
count.
use so that
we didn't need those
so I
monitors.
could get more
I'm
RAM and it
talking,
would,
what's
it
our
would
biggest
cost
record
less.
for
So I used to make
Packing?
Packing.
It was basically black and white, and I would
6
dip
monitors
them, so I would like
and all
bounce the
third-
ball around. I mean, we would
21
do all kinds of stuff, all with just 2 colors, just on my Amiga 500.
Yeah.
You had to make do with what you had.
That's true. I remember when
There was also flat screens. Remember packing flat screens?
Yeah.
3000 with Opal.
Flat screen for us.
The cool thing is you can put like 24-bit background and then do overlay like paint animation on it.
Oh,
What
wow.
was the
That was
record
kind of cool. You
for
can do that,
packing
but
bar?
I got it because they were going to be able to do a switcher, the chroma came out. That never came. Oh, I think that came out at the very.
The Amiga was the king of vaporware. That's why I was excited about that card. Because there was so much stuff, they would run advertisements for stuff in magazines for shit that would never even come out.
No, I think it was like an
Well, it would work. Just like, I remember they came out with that new, which I had one of these, it came with one of the machines that I bought. I just got ready to use it. it came with an implant card. You heard of the implant card? It's supposed to, it did pretty good on emulating a Mac, which at the time was like great, which is not that difficult because they share the same processor. When it came to the PC, that's what I wanted. I wanted PC emulation. It made all these promises and they just couldn't deliver. Yeah, I did this whole story on it that I read online. It's kind of funny where the guy did it. Pissed a bunch of people off.
Well, you know, one of the guys he pissed off was the one that showed him they could eliminate the implant and run the Amiga emulation, Mac emulation on the Amiga without it.
Yeah.
He came up and did redo the software, and you know, he said all that implant card is a dongle for that guy's software. That's all it is.
Yes. Yeah, that is
Nice.
exactly because they were both 68K processors.
But wasn't there one that actually had like a 486 chip on it?
Oh boy.
That was the
They were on the bridge board.
They're like Bridgeboard?
Yeah,
Bridge board,
but the
yeah.
bridge board, I think, was only a
386.
386.
386 was the biggest one.
Was the biggest one they made, and it was really hard to find. And the 286 was the one that sold a lot more, and the original one was an XT.
Well, as I
An
understand,
888.
like you could actually take the 386 off of that bridge board and replace it with the 46 SLC or SLC2, but the 46 SLC was not much more than a 386 anyway. Yeah.
You guys remember GBP?
But at least you could say you had a 46 in there if you wanted. Seems like a lot of work though, a lot of risk.
But it had an extra slot, and they made a
Wasn't that
mini,
386?
like,
386, wasn't it a, wasn't it a, one of the AMD 386 is the DX40?
I'd have to look. I don't.
Or was it an Intel 3?
I thought it was an Intel. I'll check.
I can't remember.
GBP was pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I had no use for the bridge board. I hated PCs.
I actually have one.
I want to kill GBP
Yeah, but I don't remember if it's an Intel or an AMD. And it's a 386 one as well.
Oh, jeez.
6830 cards.
Just came with the one that one of the guys in Highland Village told me. Like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, special SIMs to go in those slots, and you can't get them anywhere. And they're like, "Come on, what are you thinking of?" But yeah,
that was the control.
Go down there
You go down
right
to the
yeah,
and buy their memory.
yeah. The ones that I put in there.
You go past the table and then turn right.
72-pin EDO. That's what I loaded these up. I went into just PC RAM, like just 32 meg sticks. That's how I got 128. Those accelerators, I can't, unless I find, yeah, somebody.
Well, I think we're going to sign off the stream. Everybody say goodbye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Till next time.